Oh, hello there. Hi, how are you? Welcome back. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello. How's it going? Welcome back. Lost was the first one here, secretly. Lost was the first one. You can see it's almost gone, but right there, right at the very top. Even beat Saribot. It's wild. How's it going, y'all? Hello, Lost. Hello, Iconic. Good to see you. Sending some hearts back. Nirvana, Rabbit indeed. How are you? Welcome back. Good to see you. Victor, hello. Amber, hello. Haro Fox, how's it going? Good to see you again as well. Hello, hello, hello. Green King, I bow to thee. Royalty. Glad I fixed my sleep schedule so I can get here. The second stream starts. Oh, you're gonna be let down. There's always this like we have to get into the flow of things. It's like we're like a locomotive. So stream starts real slow, and we get up to speed, you know. So sorry, but good morning, good morning. Yes, yes, yes. How's everyone doing? Space Rabbit, it's true. We're in space. Space. Sleep schedules giveth, and sleep schedules taketh. It's completely fine, Amber. You get your rest. It's much needed. I know you've been fighting off some sickness in the background, so you take care of yourself. There will always be another stream. There will always be another stream. Allegedly. That's what they say. Oh, I can close this big window. I don't need this anymore. Hold on. Let me close this. Let me close this. Oh no. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Now it's gone. I don't need that. I just need this one. So we're good. We're good. We're good. How's everyone doing? How have you been since the last Tuesday talk? It's been a whole week. I don't have a lot of updates. Been living life. Been working. Pulled some extra shifts because I was making up for being out with daspra and his surgery. So now I owe a bunch of work favors. You know when you take time off and then you owe a bunch of work favors? Yeah, that's me. I owe work favors. So, yeah, nothing exciting. Just been working. You did the opposite and broke your sleep schedule? Oh, no. Oh, no. Green King, what is sleep? Yeah, Haro Fox, that is relatable. Just, what is sleep? Chill, how's it going? Hello, Chill. Chilling and enjoying the day off. Any big plans for your day off? What'd you do? What'd you do? Comics? Snacks? Any gaming? Wait, Amber, what kind of breakfast? Before you go, what kind of breakfast? Mine's been a mess recently. Yeah, that's totally fair. Sleep schedules are all over the place, and they're hard to get back on track once you mess them up. Also, SD Lexi, thanks for the follow. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Hope that you're doing well today. We just started, so, you know. Please call me Uzi or SD. I will do my best. Usually I do shorten names, so I'll probably remember SD if that works for you. I know that's what you asked, so. SD, pleasure to meet you. I hope you're doing well. Got the group situation sorted. Hey, congratulations. Did the instructor work with you on stuff? Had 2 teeth pulled. Oh, no. No. Are you okay? Are you, oh. 2 teeth. Dental pain's the worst kind of pain. I cannot stand it, so I hope you're doing okay. I live day by day. 4-hour naps. You know, there's nothing wrong with the nap approach, I guess. Wait, Green King, you just woke up half an hour ago. Well, good morning to you then. See, our sleep schedules are all over the place. Oh my gosh. Meanwhile, I've been up for how many rotations of the gyroscope? I don't know. A few rotations. Bought myself a game from my workplace. Ooh, what'd you get? What'd you get? Wait. Nanachi power. Why Nanachi power? Why Nanachi power? Eggs mostly? Mm-hmm. Hard-boiled egg kick? Yeah, protein. I'm sure that is helpful. Honestly, all food is better when someone is gracious enough to make it for you, so. Well, Amber, I hope that you get great sleep and say hello to Charmander from us all, please. She's amazing. Give her our hellos and appropriate amounts of affection for internet people. Yes. Good night. Good night. SD means serial designation. Ah. Is there some lore to the name? Serial designation. Is there lore surrounding that? I'm curious now. Wait till you hear the surgery they have planned for me. What? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Dragon Quest III remake. I haven't played, I feel like I always say this. I haven't played any of the Dragon Quest games. Are they good? Are you happy with it? Are you enjoying it? Nanachi 2, yes. We're an ever decreasing size of the VR chat population. There are so many amazing model options out there that people have slowly peeled off from the Nanachi base, so yeah, respect. Stopped you from eating my ship today. How did you stop me? I was so hungry. Is that Ike? Ike, hello. Really have to get to bed for a test tomorrow. Oh yeah, and you've been sick. We're all passing sickness around. Every time we show up in chat, someone else is sick. Maybe we just gotta stop streaming. I can't have you all exchanging sicknesses all the time, but I hope you have a great stream. Hope y'all in chat keep this one in line. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What do you mean? What do you mean keep me in line? What do you mean? What do you mean? Good luck on that test. Get some amazing rest. Your brain works best when you've had good sleep. So thank you so much for stopping by, Ike. Good luck on your test. Night gas for the rest. Ooh. It must be serious then. Next week I'm being assigned to a new group. Got an extension to Sunday instead of Friday. Got told to do less amount of the project and instead of both part 1 and 2 being 10% each, part 1's 5%. Okay, so they worked with you. Not bad, chill. I'm glad they worked with you. Also, Juicy, hi. How's it going? Love the Nanachi. I just need clothes that fit. Yeah, it's hard to find good clothing for the Nanachi bases. I mean, it's out there. There's 100% talented people out there making it, but it's you got to do a little bit of searching. You know, you got to do some searching. Murder drone name. Serial designation. Well, I'll just continue doing SD for sure. just don't murder me and we'll be fine. Shot you in the mouth with a cannon. Yeah, that would stop me from eating your ship. Liking it so far? Is it, Victor, is it like, is it more like an RPG style game? Is that what it is, or? Bye, Ike. Yeah, lots of money. You're right about that. Yeah, put a little shoe polish in. What do you think? I'm trying it out. You like it? It's the world lighting. There's a much stronger global illumination light source somewhere in this world. So it's like putting really powerful light on me that isn't I'm normally in darker worlds. So this is kind of unusual. And the shine here is like, it's slightly metallic and it has some emission so that if I'm in a dark world, it kind of like glows a little bit and it's like really subtle. But here I'm just, I look like I got greasy hair, but it's fine. I like it. I like my grease. Marvelous designer. Is that a software iconic? I don't know that. Oh yeah, because Haro, it depends on. There's all kinds of Nanachi bases out there, right? Let me put this down before I just empty it before I'm even an hour in. There's all kinds of bases out there because there's like the Rantachi bases, there's the Zoichi bases. I don't even know them all anymore. I'm out of the loop. But depending on how the base model has been shaped and the shape keys that are associated with like various sliders, outfits that fit like a Rantachi may not fit a Zoichi, or yeah, there's all kinds of things to keep track of. It's just like, oh, all kinds of things. Hey, thanks extra extra large. Oh, that's wild. Good name. That's, I can't remember. Did I tell you I got a new place? Yeah. Well, I know you said you were looking at it, Juicy. So is that like, are you good to go? Is it happening? Group chat was a wreck. All them panicking. Yeah, good thing you departed from that group, Chill. Good thing. RPG turn-based game. Oh, turn-based games are like Final Fantasy VII was your last one. They're a lot of fun. It looks good still. Thank you, SD. Thank you. All full shout out to Vicky Beaver. Vicky Beaver did all my texture work, so she's incredible. Credit where credit's due. Bodies are they are 75% the same, but it's the subtle differences that you gotta look out for, you know. Industry standard software. Oh, I didn't know that. Wait, Chill. Have you ever used or learned about Marvelous Designer? Fancy Hudson, hello. How's it going? Whoa. Babe, wake up. The bunny twink is live and he's yapping. What do you mean? Is that what I am now? Am I just the bunny twink? Oh no. I got bad news. I am a long retired twink. Those days are well behind me. Oof. It's fine. The avatar, maybe. Me? 3.0? Yes, I'm using a 3.0. Yep, 3.0 avatar, and then the Rantachi 3.0 version. Yeah. Tiny house, love it already. So did you get to tour it already? Is it really nice? It seems like you have toured it. Hopefully you're happy with it. Seems like you are. You love it. Do you have VR space? Do you have room for activities, Juicy? Room for activities. Very important. Whoa! Chill. 42 months. 42 months. It's that time of the month again. Chill, thank you so much for 42. 42 months. That's 3.5 years, isn't it? My math people, is that 3.5 years? Oh my gosh. How do you even like conceptualize that much time? Well, Chill, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You have one of the first icons. Been here for a minute. Yeah, Harold, I love when like things are done really well on an avatar and then it makes you feel like connected to the avatar. It's so good. It's so good. A blink. I'm something. I got an avatar that the eye wing. Wait, I got an avatar that the eye wing's tail and sensors glow. Also, the eyes, wings, tail, and then sensors all glow in the dark. That's kind of cool. What's the color like palette for the parts that glow in the dark? Don't feel bad. I'm 6 foot, 210, with a dad bod, and I hate it. I mean, there's no shame in height. There's no shame in dad bod. There is no shame. Just be you and be happy. That's the main thing. Be you, be happy. I'm like, if I remember to put my shoes on, I'm like 5'3", so, you know, be you and be happy. Or if you're me, be frustrated because you can't put things on the top shelf. Either way. You've run out of subscriber badges for me to obtain. You're right. I'll see if I can get some more made up. Very short. Very short. Who needs, just have less stuff. I mean, yeah, that's my usual mentality. I try not to keep a lot of stuff, but I'm a sucker for gifts. So like if someone gives me something, even if it's just a little like trinket, I'll see the thing and I'm like, oh, that person gave me that on that day for that reason, and it was really cool. And so then I'll start setting trinkets out that were gifts. Then that's how I get in trouble. I have a much harder time getting rid of a gift than I do getting rid of something I purchased for myself. So I don't know. What about you all? Are you like pro stuff, or do you try to go for the minimalist route, or are you somewhere in between, or do you care? Just need that D48? Nah. We might, I don't know, we'll see. We might stick with the dice. The dice thing is getting weird though, because like a D48. The parts that glows, it's a bright neon purple. Ooh. I do like purple. I've got a, one of my color palettes has got some purple in there. Probably not exactly the same as yours, but yeah. Yeah. I like purple too. Blue's my favorite though. Yeah, true. Could just have a tall partner. That would go a long way, right? Get that off the shelf for me. Or you can just get a very aggressive stepladder. Those are also acceptable. So, why can't I spell today? It's okay. I can't read on a normal day, so it's all gonna balance out. 6'1"? I don't know. Is anyone taller than Green King at 6'1"? That's. If we met, I would be like, oh, hello. How you doing up there? I don't want stuff. What do you want then? I tell people don't give me stuff. Oh yeah, moving's a great time to sort of declutter a little bit. We can never achieve D100, only D108. Is that the next interval of 12? Is a stepladder the same thing as a take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. A toy robot claw? That would be fun. Just have it extend out and just grab stuff. Then I would just knock everything. I would knock everything on myself though, so I can't do that. I can't do that. No. Serial designation U. Ah, so you've got the SD theme kind of moving through your online presence and all that. I need to refocus this camera thing. It's like slightly off and it's distracting me. Hold on. Everyone stay calm. Okay. Now when I'm centered, I'm actually looking at it. It was like just slightly, anyway. It was just slightly skewed, and so I would be centered but not looking at it. I was like, I look like I'm losing my mind. It's fine. Yeah, it was just... They've got like an auto level feature. I don't have my elbow tracker on clearly, but they have a auto level feature with just the floor plane, but I don't know. It's more fun just to shake it up. Small bean at 5'9"? Iconic, you're massive next to me. You're a giant. Yeah, we go for no. There's no none of that. I don't have any of that. So you embrace the murder drone theme. It's cool that you've got a theme going on. I like that when people kind of get like something that they can kind of thread through, especially like their avatars and stuff, right? When you have something you can thread through the avatars, that's really quite cool. My neighbors are being really loud. They were shouting. Not at this time. Not at this time, neighbors. But yeah, like for me, a lot of time it's the blue and the gray, right? I'll put that through all this color blue and gray. That's common through all my avatars. So meme and scream. I can attest to that. I've seen some of your avatars. Izzy, how's it going? Hello. I'm waving. I'm waving. I hope you're doing well today. We're on a outer space gyroscope. I wonder if I can show you all the other side. Hold on. Can I flip the camera? You can see. Nope, that just rotates it that way. What if I do that? That resets. There's not gonna be an easy way to do it. What if I do? There you go. That works. Look, there's the other side of the gyroscope. Whoa. Kind of cool, right? Kind of cool. I don't know. I think it's cool. All thanks to the YouTube series by Glitch. I don't know if I'm familiar with the series, SD. Guess what I got into and currently in? Ooh, Izzy. What you recently got into? I've seen a lot of my friends have been getting into like the Warframe scene. So I'm gonna guess Warframe. I'm probably totally missing the mark. It just feels like everyone's kind of dabbling in Warframe right now. But tell me, what'd you get into? Naps, an excessive amount of shit. Good choices. Good choices. I like it. Then we just have Doom for Von Doom, of course, naturally. Should have known, should have known. I also love space. I have a weakness for any space map. This is actually an older one. I used to come here a lot. I hadn't been here in a while. I was like, you know what? I'm feeling kind of spacey today. VR chat. Oh. What are your thoughts? Wait, how long have you been dabbling in it? And what are your thoughts? I'm curious. Hopefully you had a good experience. Although there's a wide variety of experiences to be had. So fair warning. The veteran VR chat players in chat are like, Said that right. Only 8 eps so far? Or only 8 eps for it? So 8 episodes. So they must be like telling a very compelling story in a short time frame. Sometimes I like that better. Because sometimes if series go on for too long, they become intimidating to approach. And I'm like, not for me. Green King is in the Warframe. Allow me to hang out with a friend who's close to being more than a friend. Ooh, Izzy. Uh-oh. My VR chat crashed. Give me a minute. I can still hear you, though. That's exciting. I got so excited I crashed. I got so excited for you. I just crashed. Oh, okay. I think I'm back. You know, I remember why I stopped streaming out of this world now, because it does that. It'll randomly time me out. I forgot about that. I just remembered. It's fine. Well, I hope it works out. Have a good time. Enjoy it. You can have very meaningful relationships in virtual spaces and online. I believe that. You can also just go in there and meme around. I believe that too. 2 years for me, and in the short term, I've seen and done it all. Harrow gets it. It's cheaper to, yeah, if you highlight the Uhu Nirvana, it is much cheaper. Yes, Harrow, that's exactly what I tell people. This is the most expensive free game I have ever played, right? So I got the VR stuff, but then my computer was, because I got into the VR scene like late 2017. And my computer, I was running, at the time, I was running a GTX 770 as my graphics card. I got about 8 frames in any given lobby. It was terrible. Eventually, as I upgrade it, so I continued upgrading my PC because I wanted more frames, and then I got full body, and then I got an index after having the 5, and ooh, we won't say how much I've spent on VR chat over the years. Definitely the most expensive free game I have ever played. If I disappear again, we're gonna switch and go to a different world, because I think I remember that this one randomly timed me out. I think it was something about, I don't know if it was on my end or the world's end, but I think I remember that's why I stopped streaming out of this world. But yes, congratulations, Izzy. I hope you have a wonderful time. Too much lore and bombshells? That makes for a good series though, SD. You like this camera angle better? Yeah, this one looks pretty good. It's got more little sparkles and stuff, so it worked out. Also, Aster. Hey, Aster. Hey. Not the set. Look, yeah, I've got 4 stories that I tell on repeat. I know. Quest 2s are good headsets. No, there's no shade for a Quest 2. They are great headsets. When you look at like the value to hardware ratio, Quest 2, great headset. Don't add it up. Never sum it up. Never add it up. Yeah, it'll make you cry. Still working for a VR headset? It's worth it. You'll be, I know why you're working up to it. You're like, oh, I wish I had it now and I have to work. But once you get there, it'll be totally worth it. It is worth the effort. You'll enjoy it. You'll have a wonderful time. Not only is there VR chat, right? I feel like a lot of us focus on VR chat, but there's so many other amazing titles too. So many things. I've been revisiting Until You Fall, which is like a VR sword roguelike experience. So much fun. I've been sore in my shoulders for days. The game's amazing. After the Fall, I love it. It's like a zombie shooter that sort of revolves around like a heat mechanic or something. I don't even remember exactly what it's called, but I love it. It's amazing. Ooh. Victor. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Very unexpected, but very appreciated. Thank you so much. Yeah. Woo. I think you'll get a little D20 by your name now, I think, if everything's working like it's supposed to. It'll be I think it's the gray one. Or silver? Gray, silver, I don't know. Something like that. But thank you. I really appreciate it. Rather have the 2 than the 3S? They all have their pros and cons for sure. There's no doubt. Like each ones have strengths and areas where they could be a little better. For me, my go-to daily driver is still the Index, but a lot of people prefer, other headsets over the Index these days, and the Index is definitely dated. Plus, replacing the Index cable every time it breaks. Ugh. I've had 4 Index cables now. I could have bought a new headset. The Quest 3S, excellent choice. Yep. My Quest 2 won't work because my phone doesn't support the app. I need to download to register my head. Oh, it doesn't support the app that you need to download to register the headset. Yeah, VR chat will work on PC. I think you can also play VR chat just on phones now, which is wild to me. So all kinds of options there. Skyrim VR is amazing. Yes, for people who've played Skyrim, there is something so wild about putting that headset on and watching that beginning cut. You're on the cart and just wheeling by. Unreal. Green King, can you the Quest 2, can you expand the storage or the memory card or anything, or is it just all internal? I've never had I know a ton of people who have Quests, and so that's why I don't mind speaking to them a little bit, but I've never had one myself, so. I figured, why not? Well, thank you. I appreciate it all the same. Yeah, you'll start looking at computers right away. You'll be like, oh, I need the PC VR side, because you want that, like, what was it, Questlink or whatever? People, like, they want to get in, and a lot of people have. So, like, my avatar, for example, this avatar is not currently Quest compatible. So if people are not, if they're like in standalone, right, they can't see this avatar. I don't remember what I use as my backup. I think it's the old wizard or something. So it very quickly I find people are like, I want more. But it gets your foot in the door, which that's what counts. I heard Skyrim, what events are transpiring? We were talking about being able to play Skyrim in VR, which is something you can do. I think this is the most I've talked to you. Yeah, I think you've been, we've been bouncing ideas, having a good time. It's good to have you contributing to the chaos of a Tuesday talk. We're always all over the place, All internal? Mm-hmm. When I have a VR headset, you're gonna play non-VR games on. Yeah, I mean, that's something else that you can do. I've got a friend who they have a capture card and they sit in VR chat and like sit around their friends. They open a virtual window of whatever game they're playing on like their on their Switch. So they're in VR chat, talking to the people around them, like hanging out. And they're playing like Animal Crossing or something in VR. So cool. You can do anything. You could be Ananachi writing a research paper. That's how you type. You could. Probably not the most efficient way, but you could. The big screen is such a neat concept, but I hear different stories about how it messes up for people. Yeah, so I think Juicy had the big screen. And I don't think Juicy had the best experience, although he may have been able to fix it. I don't remember. I only know 2 people that have had it. But I feel like both people ended up sending them back for various reasons and ended up back on their indexes. It is a cool concept, though. They like measure it to your face. It probably just needs some more. They're probably working the bugs out, Blurry Bunny, that was me. Normally just a lurk. No worries. We appreciate the lurkers too, everyone has a place. Well, except the assholes. But lurkers are totally cool. Is that Map? How's it going, Map? Hello, Map. Yeah, that's right. I attempted to make like a fallback version, but it was not. It wasn't good. Skyrim. Now that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Long time. Well, he's not dead. At least not yet. I got you back. Wait, you pop your headset on just to like check Discord from bed? That's actually really cool. It's just like boop. Type a few messages, take it back off, go back to sleep. I get it. Ben Kenobi is my favorite Star Wars character. Obi-Wan is cool, but Ben Kenobi, that's where it's at. I hope I'm that way when I'm old. Just walking around the deserts, scaring people away. The anniversary edition? SD, is that of Skyrim? Green King, it did look weird. It was not a good look. Oh yeah, the anniversary edition has all the cool content, right? And I think you get some of the mod stuff with it too. Pretty cool. You just get lost in a sea of YouTube as you just kind of go into the head. You gotta be careful. You gotta be really careful. Old Ben daspra. Yes. I'll have to get a version of the avatar with like grayed out hair or more grayed out hair, and just come up here and when I'm older and just be like, arr, arr. I don't need to be old to be strange. You're already strange. True. But you know what? I'm happy to be strange. That's where I do my best work. It's true. Ask anyone that knows me. I'll ask you all. Y'all hung out enough to know. Oh, my stream's up in a VR world? Hi, VR world! Are we tail wagging now? You can't see it, but I'm wagging my tail. I don't meow very well, though. I don't have my meow voice anymore. The brown robe. I'll go from like the black shirt just to a brown robe and just wailing my arms. Only beaten Skyrim on a PS4 Pro 4 times? You've beaten Skyrim 4 times? I've only beaten it once. I'll get like into it and I'm like, ah. And then I start another save, and then I start another save, and then I start... I have this problem where I have like 200 saves. Only one of them I've ever won. I'm yellow and a sea sponge. Do I also live in a pineapple under the sea? Aye, aye, Captain! The things you lay over your shoulders to your pants? Suspenders? I unironically own suspenders. They're such a good fashion accessory. Sometimes if I don't want to put on my belt, I just whip out the old suspenders. 100%. I love them on a good, like, when you're wearing like black dress slacks and a white shirt, and you get like sharp black suspenders. It looks so clean. It looks so clean. I look like I'm made of clay. Yeah, it was not a good look, Green King. The SpongeBob is forbidden? Okay, my bad. Sorry. I think I agree with it. I'll co-sign that with you. 3 months on one save. Oh my gosh. Just the glitch in the beginning? It's over, chat. I have the high ground. It would be the other way. You all would have the high ground. I would be the one trying to make the foolish jump. Let's be real. I've never had the high ground in my life. If I have the high ground and I'm facing an opponent, we are now at an equal level because of the height differential. Adorable? Nah. That's all of you. I just exist. I narrate the musings of my brain and your chat input, and together, here we sit. I don't know. I lost my train of thought on that one. VR chat's my most played game I have on my PC. SD, I think that's true for me as well. Yeah, my VR chat's approaching 5,000 hours. It used to be, for anyone who is familiar with Minecraft, there was actually a game that predated Minecraft that was made by Notch and made by another guy named Rolf, and it was made in Java. It was similar to Minecraft. The world was built out of like squares. You could shape the environment. but it was much slower, much more complicated. Didn't have as good of a graphical interface. It was kind of the predecessor to Minecraft. My neighbors are still shouting. But anyway, the game was called Worm Online, spelled W-U-R-M. W-U-R-M. Worm Online. Don't play it now. It's not worth it. It hasn't aged well. You'd go in there and bang your head for hours. I had thousands of hours in Worm Online. I was obsessed. I loved Worm Online. But VR Chat has finally overtaken it. Montana, welcome back. How are you doing? It has been a while. Sorry, I was just running my mouth, rambling. I didn't even see that you walked in. How are you? You'll be One Punch Man when you leave for sure. Just pow. You're underestimated by power. So many good Star Wars references. Yeah, Green King, the night, just Psyduck refusing to leave the arcade. The night got weird. It got weird. A fedora? Nah. No fedora for me. Are you shorter than me, Nirvana? I'm 5'3". Close to 700 hours? Hey, you're getting there, SD. Your first 1,000 hours are, that's kind of like your intro. You're learning the scene. You're establishing your friend groups or what it is that you like to do. You're finding those worlds that you just have to favorite. Learning about which avatars you like, that sort of thing. Those first 1,000 hours, they really shape the experience. Everything after that, downhill. Not in the sense that it's less fun, but your exploration phase is kind of over and you kind of channel into lanes. And you occasionally cross, but you kind of get in a lane of what VR Chat is to you. Just out of habit. Right? Human nature. We're creatures of habit, so it's oh, I hang out with my friends and do drinking nights every Friday in VR Chat. Let's do that. And then VR Chat becomes a drinking game. Or, every day we hop on and we check out the 30 newest worlds that have been uploaded, and they're those people are dedicated world explorers and hoppers, right? There's those people. There's the people who like to get on and sit in front of the mirrors and just talk to each other and cuddle up, and there's the people who use it for sleeping, and I mean, the list goes on and on and on. So you'll find your lane probably. Just finished Star Wars Episode 3. What'd you think, Aster? I mean, if you didn't love it, it's fine. I'm not gonna be how dare you? But okay, going to MEPS tomorrow. I'm joining the National Guard, so I'll be gone in June. Ooh, that's exciting. Are you you're enlisting in National Guard? Are you gonna do a full I don't know how their length of time on their contracts? I forget what they call it. Are you committing to one of their full contracts? Yeah, Green King, the head strap breaking was tragic. My favorite Star Wars era would be the original one, A New Hope, Star Wars when I was growing up, right? A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. That trilogy, definitely my favorite. I know this is kind of an unpopular opinion for Star Wars fans. I'm actually a pretty big fan of, oh my gosh, it just flew out of my head. The one that goes right up to A New Hope. Rogue One. I'm a big fan of Rogue One. I also I liked Andor. A lot of people didn't like it. I really liked Andor. It's probably my favorite of the television series. So 6'6"? You're so tall. Oh my gosh. You're a little smaller than well, don't worry. You're still growing. You have time. I'm only getting wider at this point, Yep. Days in Avatar search worlds, just typing away. Oh, I wonder if there's something like that. Fatal Bullet? What is this Fatal Bullet character, SD? Doing a 6-year contract? Nice. That's exciting. So there's going to be like boot camp, and then I assume some sort of deployment or active duty situation. I know National Guard is usually held in reserve, but occasionally they can be deployed. So I guess it just depends on the state of the world. But hey, props to you. Well done on serving the country, you know. It takes dedication, a 6-year commitment. Thank you. Thank you for your service. It's appreciated. And good luck. I know you'll do great though. Phantom Menace? Yeah, I mean, I don't hate any of the Star Wars stuff. It's just some of it is like not as great as others. But that's true for anything in life, right? But I'm not like a hater. People are like, "Oh, I hate this movie." Nah. Like I wouldn't like if I were having a Star Wars movie marathon with a group of friends and we were all like super Star Wars nerds, I wouldn't be like, no, we're skipping that one because I don't like it. I'd watch them all, right? For the experience. Rogue One was pretty good. Hey, Pat. How's it going? Sorry, I'm running my mouth and I'm falling behind. How's it going, Pat? You were mimicking sounds? Oh, Aster! You haven't seen the Millennium Falcon yet. You haven't seen the ship that I was piloting in VR chat that time. No! Yeah, the Galactic Civil War. Yep, exactly. The last few make you angry. That's fair. They're not for everyone. Like I said, they're not my favorite, but I don't hate them. You meant the first 6 movies? Oh, so you've seen Clone Wars era and then Galactic Civil War. So what is currently labeled as 4, 5, and 6? That's like my favorite 3, or my favorite era out of it. But that's just because that's what I grew up with, right? You hear people say like, that's my Star Wars. Dad and I would sit down and we would pop in a Star Wars VHS into the VCR player, you know. Always rewind it when you're done. But you'd pop it in. He'd make some popcorn. I'd have ice cold Mountain Dew because, you know, I was edgy as a kid. Have my ice cold Mountain Dew and my popcorn, and we would watch Star Wars. And I thought Han Solo was the coolest guy in the world. There are 2 Foxtrots, yeah. There's Montana, and then there's Map. It's kind of cool that there's 2 Foxtrots, though. Clone Wars? Clone Wars has a lot of... there was a lot of good, like, lore development and sort of fleshing out of a lot of the... I mean, they were the prequels, so it makes sense. But there was a lot of backstory fleshed out that was kind of lacking. My only complaint as a kid when I watched the prequels, up to that point, in my mind, Darth Vader was just, like, evil. He was just a bad guy, right? And he had this, like, last-minute redemption with his son. But then the prequels kind of turned him into, like, more like a tragedy, like a tragic figure instead of just evil. But then Palpatine kind of replaces and becomes the symbol of evil. So, I don't know. It's fine. I have come to appreciate it more as I've gotten older. It's 1:20? Yes, it is. Why are we still up, Harrow? You didn't use a tape measure to visualize which one? Oh yeah, you can hold a tape measure up quite easily and see my height. It's not impressive. Sword Art Online character. Every status all maxed out. Ooh. So it's got some power then. You don't like Will Ferrell? Just not your cup of tea? Sydney! Hello, Sydney. How are you? Rogue One's a really good Star Wars movie. Yeah, it's way up on my list, for sure. Also, the way that the ending butts right up to A New Hope, like, literally, there's the thing, there's the hallway, and there's There's the disc. I'm not going to say any spoilers. There's the hallway. There's the disc. There's the tension. There's the moment of doubt. There's the lever. And then Tantive 4. And you're like, holy shit. That's the same Star Destroyer and the same Rebel ship. What? It was so good. I had no idea that was coming the first time I saw it. I was so excited. I was sitting there going, ah! You know what I mean? I got really fanboyish about that. I'm sorry. I don't usually get that way. My apologies. He was in a horrible smelting accident. Yeah, he was. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh at that. My bad. We've never actually seen the clones. We never actually seen the clones. We saw... Well, I guess we saw the clone... Like, you mean like their faces? Because I guess we saw the clones' faces in like the animated series and stuff, right? My dad used to own a copy of Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi on Laserdisc back then. That's sick. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Really cool stuff. Can't stand him as an actor? No worries. No worries. I get it, because there's some actors out there that I'm like, take him or leave him, you know? Feeling a lot better. I'm so glad to hear that, Sydney. I know you were going through it, but now that immune system's kicking in. You've been drinking some hot teas, plenty of water, getting some rest, and now you're ready to start fresh. Beginning a new challenge. This spiral galaxy represents your future, just waiting to be explored. Free of any ailments or sickness. You're gonna get on a ship and cruise the galaxy, looking at different stars and points of interest along your way. You see? Now you're set. You're ready. The racing movie, your face doesn't even twitch. You just sit there like straight line face, like the straight line emoji. In some ways, that might be funnier than the film itself. You just straight line emoji. When I play Java Minecraft, I'll be facing 3 to 4. How are you, SD? How you survive? If even one approaches, I'm done. I mean, honestly, I just play creative these days, y'all. I'm getting too old for this kind of thing. Don't see them in live action. Yeah. You're right. You never see them in live action. I guess you see Jango Fett, right, which is who the clones are cloned from, and then you see Boba Fett in the Book of Boba Fett, which is Jango's cloned son, air quotes. But yeah, you never actually see the clone troopers like take their helmet off or anything. It's true. Very true. Oh my god. Green, there's never any preparing for that. Thank you for the 30 bits to make the giant angry goose. Oh. Dude, that thing is not happy with me. I don't know why I'm holding my hand up. It doesn't block it. Why? Honk. How are you feeling, Des? I'm feeling great. Thanks for asking, Sydney. It's been a long day. I had to get up a little earlier than usual. I had some like work meetings. But I got, it's okay. We still got some energy. We hit a second wind. I've got a lot of friends who are super into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They really want me to get caught up, and it's just so overwhelming. And I also got like superhero fatigue after a while. I basically made it to like Civil War, and I stopped watching after that. But I've been slowly working my way through the whole cinematic universe in like chronological order of the universe itself, not the order that the shows were released. And I'm currently on Daredevil, like the Netflix series. I have to say, that particular show has really captivated me. I'm enjoying Daredevil. So I guess I don't know how that's related to how I'm feeling, but it's just in my head. So I wanted to share it. I was like, how did I get here? Oh yeah, Sydney asked how I was feeling. And then I started a daspra lecture, and now here we are. Old Republic era? Mm-hmm. Another good era. I really enjoyed the like classic old Republic games as a kiddo. I've tried replaying them on PC, and it's not the same. I don't know. They don't speak to me the way they did when I was a kid. I was really hoping they were going to remaster them, but I heard that project got scrapped for like the 100th time. Oh yeah. If I ever go into a cryogenic sleep, I'm going in with a VR headset. You're gonna have guns? Are you playing modded? SD, what do you mean? Bask in the goose power. Oh, I really like this song. You know it's a bad sign? When you start to recognize, like, this is a playlist of hundreds of lo-fi songs, right? I've gotten to the point that I can recognize. I'm like, oh yeah, this is a good one. Oh, I don't know how I feel about that, but it's okay though. Hey, Golden One, welcome, and thank you for the raid. Welcome, Golden One and Raiders. What were you streaming? How did it go? And how are you all today? Thanks for stopping by. You get to see Commander Cody's face near the end of the... Oh, yeah. Also, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. The Angry Goose is so good. Quest standby mode? Yeah, absolutely. All standby modes should just have passive, like jazzy, elevator. Put that cup down for a little while so my hand doesn't get tired. And 100 bits. Thank you. So I got great news. I have a tradition of giving bits to everyone I raid. Golden, that is such a wholesome and generous tradition that you have. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. See, that's the kind of raids that we like to see. These just positive energy raids. Like, here you go. Here's a little bit of momentum. Here's some good vibes and bits. Like, oh my gosh. I don't know if I could ever one-up that as a raid, but thank you so much. Rogue One's your favorite, but if you had to pick your favorite Star Wars thing in general, the Clone Wars TV show, Yep. I've heard really good things about those. I haven't watched them all the way through, but I've heard that they are amazing, so, you know. Do you play Destiny 2? I don't play Destiny 2. I played the first Destiny, and then I kind of fell off the bandwagon there. Oh, I hope I get your name right. Is it? Oh no, I apologize in advance if I really. Is it like Joaz? Joaz? Did I get that right? I'm sorry if I didn't. Thanks for the follow. I apologize if I messed your name up, but I appreciate the follow. It's nice to meet you. The Z is silent, so it's like more like Joa. Joa? Am I getting closer? Oh, so green. Thanks for the giant wheeze. Joa. I like the name. Sorry for messing it up the first time, but it's nice to meet you. Welcome. You have an infection mod, gun mode invasion mod, plus the Witherstorm mod and murder drone. SD. That sounds like a lot. I don't know how you do it all. I don't know how you do all the mods. Juicy and Mushy. I saw Juicy was here earlier, but maybe just like lurking and doing work stuff. I haven't seen Mushy yet, so I don't know if they're here or not, Sydney. Farming Sim 2025. How are you enjoying it? Golden, I purchased it, but I've only put like I think I did the tutorial and then had to shut it down. I wasn't able to like put time into it. Are you enjoying it? Revan? Revan was really good. Great character, for sure. Bad Batch. My dad's been watching Bad Batch and he's like, it's great. You have to watch it. You have to watch it. I got this list that's growing of things that I'm supposed to watch, you know? It's so much media out there. But yeah, I've also heard good things about that, Joa. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. I don't have the voice for it. You broke your Twitch. How did that happen? I was just saying I recognize the other song. I don't recognize this one. Now I need to go. Sorry. No worries at all. I get it. It's late at night. You know, folks got things to do, responsibilities. They need rest. They need food, etc., etc. Regardless, it was a pleasure to meet you. Hope you have a wonderful day. And maybe we'll catch you again. Goodbye, Joa. Take care of yourself. I've been over 56 mods. Ugh. Hey, thanks for the lurk. Much appreciated. Crashed and glitched out. Yeah, the mobile Twitch experience is always a little strange. I use it from time to time. Like I'm not a hater, but it's not as stable as just like being on a browser. But I guess there's a lot more to account for on mobile versions, right? Because there's so many different devices that you could be accessing it from. I don't know. Clearly, I'm not into the tech scene, but the ticket system used on Discord will be ending on March 5th. Wait. Like the support system? Oh, do you mean like the just general, like their support in general? Texting, excuse me. Green, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. What avatars do you have now? I mean, this is my like my stream avatar and my daily driver. I have another one that I use a lot. That's like I don't know how much you're on the VR chat scene. If you know the Archer base, it's like a wolf avatar. I use that one a lot too now because it's also got like a nice blue-gray color scheme. But I don't stream with that one because you know this is more daspra energy. You know what I'm saying? this one's definitely more daspra energy. Got a lot of stuff that you can do. Farm Simulator 25. And let's just say the weather is very good and varied. Ooh. So does the weather add like complications and make it harder to predict when to pull crops and things? Oh. That all caps yep tells me exactly what I need to know. I guess a good rain can just ruin your peanuts. I don't. Headmod's freaking out. The whole ticket thing. Oh my gosh. This is the first I've heard of it. I guess I'm out of the loop, y'all. Once played a mod pack with over 200 mods, and it was like a stable gameplay for you, SD. You never crashed or anything. Oh, Victor, no collectibles. I'm not doing. No, I can't. I got into the like D&D mini scene. That's my hard limit. That's my one collectible that I do, or D&D minis. I'm not no others. Yeah, Pat, probably the same for me. If like true RPGs, technically. Oh my gosh, the name just flew out of my head. The predecessor to Paper Mario on the Super Nintendo. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I even streamed the remake of it. But that like kiddie RPG was really my introduction to RPGs, I guess. But Did you ever add that screen in the hair? Did you ever add that screen in the hair of your old one? Montana, you're gonna have to remind me. I'm forgetting. I'm not getting the reference. I'm sorry. My mind is weak. My mind is so weak. Oh, you used it for age verification. That was clever. Ticketbot or Ticket Tool? Are they pretty good? It's the Ticketbot that's ending. Oh. Well, then maybe there's Ticket Tool. Maybe. I don't know. It's gonna have, the game's gonna have seasons? Well, that'll be nice. I mean, well, I don't know. I guess it depends on how folks feel about like season passes and all that, and whether it, if it's one of those season passes where if you miss it, it's gone. Though I don't love those. But if it's one where you can just grind it in game and get to it eventually, and then there's the option to pay for it if you want, and you're able to, those are cool. I don't mind those. 8 hours of Risk of Rain 2. Good game. Good choice, Harrow. Did you stream it? Beefy PC, let's go, SD, let's go. Thinking of passing on it? Mm-hmm. I mean, it sounds like a cool one. I just don't have a lot of space for things, and like I said, I have a lot of D&D minis. For someone who pretty much exclusively plays virtually right now, I have a lot of D&D minis. Oh. Hera, when do you usually stream? I must be like sleeping when you're streaming. I know you've rated me a couple of times, but... Oh, the old... Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I misunderstood your question. Yeah, I mean, I still have that avatar. I don't stream with it much anymore. I don't really use it much anymore, to be honest. And it's just... This is my third avatar that I've streamed with. So I started with like a human with like just wolf ears and a wolf tail. And then I did like the stream avatar with like the white hair, right? And the cool like cybernetic stuff in the eyes and all that. I loved that avatar. I loved the first avatar. But eventually I'm the type of person where like I get detached and I want something different and new. And this one, the Nanachi base, I mean, I don't know. It's just, it's cute. It's fun. I like it. I like the energy that I put out when I'm in it. It feels like me. It tracks pretty closely to me. So I ended up using this one instead. I still have the other one though, but hadn't pulled it out in a while. Don't have a lot of space. You can't reach out. Wow. I see how it is. You know, I get vulnerable with chat for 1 minute about my height and my high shelves, and now it's just throwing it back. Just throwing it back. Oh, seasons. I'm so sorry, Golden. I completely... See, I'm not very good at reading chat, as you can tell. Seasons as in farming, sim weather, snow and winter, tornadoes in spring. I got you now. I'm so sorry. That just right over my head. Also, thanks for the 25 bits. Golden, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You're very generous. I'm saying you just got here. I could let you down, you know, just take it easy. Take it easy. You never... I could say something, you could be like, oh my gosh, never mind. I do that a lot. Missed that one? Yeah, that one was fun. That one was fun. Some people... It's really funny though, Montana, because they're the people who first started following me when I was like the wolf boy, which also had like kind of like, it was more tealish hair or whatever. When I switched to the stream avatar, a lot of them were like, oh, I missed the old one. But then a lot of people who met me with the white hair, they were always saying that they could only picture me that way. And then, so I knew I'd get similar kind of feelings when I switched here, which makes sense. You get used to people, you know, a certain way. And so when I switched to this one, a lot of folks were kind of like, oh, but then a ton of people who've met me this way are like, well, I can't picture you any other way. So it's all over the place. Another 25. Oh my gosh. Last one. I'm off to bed now. Have a good rest of your day. Don't forget to give your eyes time to rest with that VR headset every once in a while. That's really solid advice. More of us VR users should follow that. But Golden, thank you so much again. The raid, the follow, the bits, and just the great energy. I mean, I enjoyed it. You brought good energy. You brought good conversation. So thanks for stopping by. Really, it was really lovely to meet you, and you get some good rest. I promise, after stream, I'll rest my eyes. Don't worry. A little burned out. Oh yeah, Haro, I get it. Sometimes I get burned out on streaming too. And then work comes up and like being just a hobbyist, enthusiast, part-time streamer, and you know, I have a full-time job and a lot of responsibility. I mean, we all do. We all have responsibilities, right? But you know, sometimes life gets in the way. There's many a stream I've canceled because I've just been tired. So yeah, I get that. The leopard from the meat. Oh yeah. The because you could actually see that avatar. That was a cool avatar too. Yep. Mix them all and make an ultimate daspra. What would it look like? What would they all be together? Fusion. I gotta do the fusion. I don't know all the moves, but you gotta do like a Ginyu Force thing or something. I don't know. You gotta like dab on them or something. Boom, boom, boom. The Jurassic Park curator in Walkabout is a fun avatar. Wait, is that actually an avatar you can use in Walkabout? How have I not seen that one? Most new games through YouTube. Same. YouTube's great for discoverability of games and everything. So, because I also grew up a Nintendo kid, like 100%. Nintendo. The first thing we got in the house that wasn't a Nintendo product was the first Xbox, and that's because my friend, well, I had a friend at the time who was really into Halo, and he invited me over. We were like school friends, you know. And he invited me over. He's like, I'm going to show you this cool game. But I had to go over to his house for a training day before I was allowed to come to the party. So I went and trained, and he just shot me all day. It was like 8 hours of me getting shot in Halo. It was tragic. He was like, now you're ready for the party. I was like, this game sucks. But then I went to the party and found out he was like the best kid on the block. And then I stood a chance against everyone else. Because I've been, you know, learning with him. He still beat everyone, but I could at least play and have a good time. So Halo is what got me over to Xbox. And then after that, you know, after that, my brother was really into Grand Theft Auto, and so he got a PlayStation, and then it went from there. So I have a bad habit of playing too much. Eyes get super dry. Yeah, you gotta give your eyes a break, or get some eye drops. You know, just drop them in. Sorry, y'all. I'm so behind on chat. I get on my soapbox. I'll get there. Had to come back inside to get my keys to unlock my truck. Point at the key fob at my computer and clicking. Maybe you're tired, Haro. Maybe you just need some sleep. I did venture to a log cabin. We had a great time. Green and I did walkabout mini golf yesterday. We did 3 courses. Had a blast. Green is always a pleasure to hang out with. I look like half Jurassic Park, half Colonel Sanders. I see it now. Wish I was your age. Had a stick to play with. Same. We played hoop and stick growing up, Arrow. Hey, Cheddar the Bean. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. That's crazy. No, that was life back then. You could play marbles, you could play hoop and stick, or you could play hopscotch, but only if it was a dry day. If it was raining, you couldn't draw a hopscotch in the mud, so then you just had to play with the stick again. A little eye spray. I mean, if it works, it works. Some people have naturally dry eye, so you have to be careful. But yeah, VR headsets can be really tiring on the eyes. I'm curious what the long-term health effects will be from like all the time we've spent in VR. You know, because that's unknown. That's unknown. At this point, we are all on the cusp of learning what the implications are of being in VR chat for 10,000 hours, right? Like, there's going to be an entire group of people who medical studies are done on later in life. And it's like, oh yeah, their eyes are going out of their heads because we've linked having OLEDs, you know, smacked against your face at half an inch away to, you know, these terrible side effects. And we're going to be like, oh, no. I do remember Kick the Can. Wait, Green King, that was the longest, like, time you've been in VR chat in one stint? Oh, we're a bad influence. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Just draw it in the mud. Time capsules are fun. Only if they're found again, though, right? That's always the trick. And it needs to. You have to build it sturdy. Like in elementary school, they do those time capsules where they stick it in like a tissue box and put it in the ground. Like, man, no one's gonna find that crap. Hopscotch in the wet mud? No. It's not. It's not funnier when you fall. Then you're covered in mud. I would cry. I wonder if y'all just heard my elbow pop. I'm falling apart up here. You could put your poster in? Oh yeah, you could do like a Harrow time capsule. That would be cool. People uncover and be like, what is this strange bunny? Why is it in this box? VR chat on desktop mode and an Xbox controller? Honestly, nothing wrong with that. A lot of my friends started on desktop, and you can still talk with people, have a great time, do a lot of the games. It's really a good way to play it. Real radioactive waste. Real radioactive waste. Good name. Thanks for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Hello, hello. Welcome to stream. Morning, just got off work. A good morning to you. I hope that work wasn't too difficult. Hopefully it was just a calm experience and went by quickly. You played Watch the Paint Dry? Yeah, that was a good one. Worst influences. My cousin had me climbing before I could even walk. What, like hooked up to a belayer and up the climbing wall you went? What do you mean? Oh yeah, because if you have glasses under the headset, that can cause a lot of eye strain if you're not wearing the glasses. And I had the head gasket was way too narrow. The Pico 4 is properly designed. That's pretty cool. That's nice that you can actually get your glasses under there, because yeah. And I know for a while, Oculus, pre-Meta, right? They had prescription lenses that you could get, prescription like VR lenses. I don't know how common that is anymore though, but some folks used to do that too. Soundboard user on VR chat and a VTuber. Oh, that's exciting. Yeah, SD. Some soundboard users are hilarious, right? There's a careful balance of good timing and good soundboards, and then there's like also the people who just use like screaming soundboards constantly, and it's like, not my cup of tea. I get it, but yeah, those soundboards can be hilarious, so no worries. Work went okay? Glad to hear it. Now we're just unwinding, kind of taking it easy. So does that mean, you said good morning, does that mean like third shift, morning to bed after food? Is that kind of your flow? That's really dangerous. Climbing before you're walking. Just climbing up stuff and then just tumble down. Wouldn't be a point and click nerd if it wasn't just randomly looking for games to watch. Mm-hmm. Pat, have you done any, I know it's not exactly the same, but you've mentioned point and click games several times. Did you ever do anything with RuneScape, especially like OSRS? Just as a curiosity, because I think of that as kind of point and click-ish. I'm just curious. Yep, true. Why use the insert if the glasses fit? If the glasses fit, why get anything else? Agreed with you on that. Murder drone sounds? Sticking to the bit, the SD bit. I got you, I got you. You work in a refrigerator. Huh. When I hear that, I think of things like butchers. That's about it. I'm sure there's a ton of other things. I guess there's like cooling systems for power production plants. There's all sorts of things it could be. I don't know why I just went straight to butcher. I'm just picturing like a meat cleaver. Did not just grab your link and drop it in a few places. Thank you, Harrow. Yeah. I have no illusion that I am everyone's cup of tea. You know, I do a very specific kind of stream, and there's a ton of streamers out there on Twitch, and some people resonate and vibe here, and we have a good time, and some folks show up and they're like, this old guy just talks about crap, and that ain't for me. So, but I appreciate it. Climbing's more akin to crawling than Lost. That's true. That is a way to think about it. Because you're using what? Climbing is just vertical crawling, right? Just with the addition of the need to latch onto something. So, sitting in the works parking lot, 26-minute drive ahead. Oh, be careful on the road. No snoozing on the road. No snoozing. Stay nice and alert. Get a cup of coffee or tea, or, put on your favorite song, whatever it is that you do. Work at a plant, and I'm ultra close to Okay. I'm not gonna guess too much because I don't want to put your personal business on blast. But yeah, kind of in the general area. That makes me feel okay. What game do you want to try? Wait, there's another game on Xbox Game Pass that you want to try tomorrow. Which one is it? The bite me sound or catchphrase. RuneScape was a bit before your start. No worries. I was just curious. I still have some friends who really, actually my brother's still really into RuneScape. I remember when he got 99 woodcutting. He used to turn all the sounds down on RuneScape. For anyone who's played RuneScape, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. There were these vines where you could like AFK farm them. They weren't the best experience, but they would like constantly grow back so you didn't have to interact with the game as often. And he would turn the game sound effects all the way down, like the game music and everything, except the sound of the axe hitting the vines. And it was hours and hours and hours of that sound. Hours of that sound. So I remember him like, he'd be doing his homework, the sound would stop and he would click and he'd go back to his homework. No, Harold, you don't suck at all. I appreciate you spreading the word. It means a lot. Green, what did I do? Why am I getting the goose? Why am I getting the goose? Wait till we talk about food. It is true. It's a common conversation topic. You saw me in your recommended. Are you a regular of VR chat streams or I'm trying to think of why I would show up in a rec. It has to be VR chat, I would assume. Is that kind of your bread and butter on Twitch? Avowed fantasy game. I haven't heard of it. Green King, you'll have to report back in a week. Spend a week with it and then be prepared at the next Tuesday Talks. We're going to put you on the spot. We're going to need a full report on Avowed, all right? You called yourself old? I mean, Green, old is how you feel, right? Green, you're young, you're hip, you're down with the hip, as the children say. You know, me, I feel old. We are all, you know, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with being old. There's nothing wrong with it. I always tell people, the older I get, the happier I am, which sounds so weird, but I don't know. I find like this comfort in the idea that I've experienced stuff. I have a better idea about how to navigate various situations, right? Yeah, I may not be cool anymore, but I mean, hell, I never was. So whatever. No skin loss there. Uzi's catchphrases and laugh. So you got some zinger dialogue options that are ready to go. Nice. Also, Green, thanks for the bits for the giant. Even though it was a giant judgmental goose face, I still appreciate it. That would be such a great emote. Just that face staring. Oh my gosh. I got you, Pat. My apologies. I was missing the mark a little with the type of point and click. Harrow, you know what I mean. You get out of bed and it's like, you know, oh, bubble wrap. Did I leave chips in the floor? Nope, that was my ankle. Mainly VRC. That explains how you found me then. Because I was gonna say I'm, you know, small streamer. I don't stream that often. I was like, man, I don't usually appear in recommendeds too often, so that's kind of cool. Well, I'm glad you clicked. Feel old due to my back being messed up from working at a warehouse. Man, and back. I'm so sorry to hear that, Radioactive, because back pain is like the worst. Even when you just turn a little bit, you feel it. When you have to bend over, you feel it. When you sit, you feel it. It's ugh. Have to drive home? Drive safely. Maybe we'll cross paths again. Be safe. Safe travels. Not as old as I thought? Wait, me? No, I was reading Harrow's comment. I'm not 33. I'm older than 33. Bum, 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 bum. I'm basically... I won't make that joke. I have a joke about my age, but it's a little edgy for my stream. So I'm not gonna make it. No. Nope. Military Humvee. Well, I mean, that'll keep you awake then. See, we have to find the positives in it. Noisy car, 100% will keep you awake. Green. Why? I'm really getting a lot of goose judgment today. To be fair, I was warned. Green was like, "Are you streaming on Tuesday Talks?" I said yes. And he was like, "I'll be there." And I should have known. I should have known that I'd get judged a little bit. It's okay though. Also, I know I've had this conversation with both of you before. When I say green, that's Green Wonder. When I say Green King, that's Green King. Yeah. Lost, is that a story that you like? I assume that based on the crying emoji, I assume that is a very sad story. Is that something you actually want to talk about? Are you saying you're as old as Emperor Palpatine? Older. Older than Palpatine. You do have sloth. You do have sloth. £60 Chuck? What? 5'6". So you're also super tall. Why is everyone so tall? 5'6". Whoosh. Way up there. Early 20s. Oh. Early 20s, 5'6". That's like kind of your prime, kind of, you know, depending on the person. It can vary though. It can vary. Still though, even if you're in your prime, hard work is hard work. Even if you're at like peak physical condition, you get that hard work in, it's like, oh my gosh, my back, sides, my duodenum, I don't know, whatever gets sore these days. I've almost gone into a ditch at 3. Gotta be careful on the road. Are you pressing X to doubt me? Victor, how could you? Although I really like that emote. I created the dark side. No, I couldn't. I don't have dark side energy. I don't have like dark or light side energy. I've got the guy that like helps the Mandalorian, who's like, this is the way. That's my energy. Like that's the character I find relatable. Or like C-3PO is my energy, you know, like wait for me. Those are more my speeds. So jog 10 feet, want to take a nap. Been there. Lift 70 pounds. If I'm mad, I regret it the next. Oh yeah. Yep. Anytime. You're much stronger than me if you can lift 70 pounds. Legitimately haven't even moved? What's happening? You got... Oh, don't want to drive by your boss. That's fair. You could drive by really slowly and like roll the window down and just stare. Like that slow. Really uncomfortably. You did say almost, but you still gotta be careful, Lost. Same height as real radioactive waste. Oh, we got a lot of folks in that like mid-5 range. Mid-5. Nothing wrong with that. Or a what? What? Speaking of Palpatine, remind me to show you my Emperor impression. Pat, you have an Emperor Palpatine impression? I'm excited. Yeah, and see, Green, I always think of you as like very like calm and collected. Like when we're doing walkabout together, you're just, even when we're at like one of those really hard hole, like mini golf holes, and we're just, you know, it's like, man, I've missed like 18 strokes over here. We're both just like laughing, having a good time, you know. I think of you as very calm and put together, very patient. I'm an Ewok. Lipja. 100% I'm an Ewok. I'd be a great Ewok. I didn't even think of that. Man, Green King takes it. Best joke. 250. Max bench press was 300. What the hell? Ugh. Arrow could lift me several times over. Just dang. Oh, but his boyfriend's in the trap. Oh yeah, you don't want that to be misinterpreted then. Good call, good call. Got the heat going now. Good, good. We got dark energy. We got good energy. I see. I see the energy that you're. I see. Mm-hmm. You can do Herbert from Family Guy. Green King, I have to ask, did you practice or did you just stumble across that naturally? I'm just curious. Yeah, but Green, we all murmur, you know, a few vulgarities once in a while. You do it calmly though. It's a calm vulgarity. Still lift you, little bunny. I don't know. I'm not like, you know, time's been rough. Time's been rough. I'm a big fan of like a loaded fry. You know what I'm saying? 6 miles, heart rate was around 110. I think that's actually not bad for 6 miles. Dang. I was walking 6 miles. I don't know if I could walk 6 miles, but yeah, 110. Keep it up. Keep that fitness energy up. It's easier to maintain that. If you let it slip, it's much harder to work back up to it. You know, just keep it going. That's my advice. You just naturally had that ability. Oh my gosh. Mostly don't use my mic, but my sound. Yeah. Again, nothing wrong with that at all. There are some amazing soundboard folks on VR chat who can like perfectly. They have a response for everything. It's really impressive to watch them. They're like masters of their craft. They can have an entire conversation with someone via soundboard. Actually, weirdly, Mushy Jones, who's in chat sometimes, some of you may know or may recognize the name. Mushy, over the years of watching me stream, has recorded soundboard clips of me and can have entire conversations with people in VR chat or Discord with my voice, which is really quite unsettling. I've watched it happen. Anyways, but yeah, soundboards are amazing. You can do anything with them. The Return of the Jedi voice? Oh yeah. That's classic Emperor Palpatine. Way around 142. Everyone at work can pick me up and run off with me. So you're the football. They get you. They just take off running. Go. I've got the football. Green. Okay, Green. That's something I've been meaning to ask you. You introduced me, like you purchased Walkabout Mini Golf for me. Thank you. You introduced me to the game. We have a great time playing it together. Do you mini golf and/or golf IRL at all? Strike me down. Such good lines. Yeah, Arrow, it's funny that you mentioned that. I have an Apple Watch. And it's got this thing where it like tells you when you need to calm down. It encourages you to breathe if it senses like an irregularity in your heartbeat, you know, which is normally associated with you being frustrated. I let it do it to me twice, and I had to turn that feature off. I got so mad when my watch was like, "You need to calm down." I was like, "Don't you tell me what to do." I was like aggressively pointing at my watch. Don't you tell me. So I can relate to having to take it off sometimes. The belt's running hard. Belts. Belts. Whenever someone says belts and like factory or mill, I know there's tons of places. I always think paper mill though when I hear belts because they run the paper along them. This massive conveyor belt. You can do a good Yoda, Elmo, Mickey Mouse. Dang, a lot of impersonations. Pro at Kermit. Iconic is a pro at Kermit. I can confirm this. I vaped so much one of my friends had me record it and then made it a redeem. Like just the you vaping sound. Decent. We got another Kermit. Been years since you golfed? No worries. I was just curious. Straw weight compared to everyone. Have you tried arm wrestling them though? That's where you can emerge victorious, you know, just Vicky! Hello. Folks who were here earlier that I said Vicky was the one who did. Also, Vicky, thank you so much for the 9 months. Oh, Vicky, that's our Twitch baby. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why, but that's what people say. So now I'm stuck on it. Whenever I see 9 months, I'm like, Twitch baby. But Vicky's the one who did all the texture work. Vicky's amazing. I was bragging on you earlier, Vicky. You weren't here though. How you doing, Vicky? Watch tells me to get up and move around. You're gonna get a dog just to put the watch on so you can get credit for the movement. Just strap it to him. Go, go, go. Here, catch this ball. Ah, that's pretty good. You can do Carl from Jimmy Newton. Oh, Green King. Now I'm curious. Victory. A B1 battle droid? It just can't even move from this basic position. How's it going, Hayes? Good to see you. Good to see you. I haven't seen you since forever. I know. I'm a slacker. I'm so sorry. I'm a slacker. Y'all, I am such a casual part-time streamer, casual gamer. You know, this is I can't commit to a schedule. I show up when the stars align with the gyroscope. I show up. Sometimes I'm gone for a month. I'm sorry. I know it's hard for all of us. Work gets in the way. But how have you been? Yeah, it's Vicky. Yeah, the watch gets annoying. It does. My favorite thing about my watch is that it syncs with my calendar, and I have my entire life on my electronic calendar because the place that I work insists that everyone uses an electronic calendar so that they can schedule meetings with you without asking your permission. There's like, oh, you have an hour free? Boom. Now you have a meeting. So I was a big paper planner person for years. When I came to work here, I had to start using an electronic calendar, and then I saw the benefit of having it forward to my watch. I also really like the timer feature. Those are the two things that I do. I love hitting the little, I can't say her name out loud or she'll activate. You know who I'm talking about though. SIRI. Shh, don't say it, she'll activate. But I'm like, hey, you, set a 4-minute timer for my Earl Grey tea. But I always say please at the end in case, the robots rise up or anything. Happy you do cool textures? Yes, you do the best textures, Vicky. Live in an 8-foot wide, 27-foot long place. I don't move a lot. Are you kidding? You could do great laps around that, Harrow. You could just... You should join me for Fast Friday. What are Fast Fridays? I'm a goober. Yes, I am. It's true. What's a Fast Friday? The B2? Oh, the B2 is the one with like the... You got like the shoulders and the... Security's starting to make round? Yeah. Go. Don't get caught by security. Only 2 of your VR chat friends have heard your real voice. Hey, look, SD, I'm telling you, the regulars around here know this story. I was a mute in VR chat. No one can ever like picture that anymore because I don't shut the hell up anymore. Back in the day, I was entirely a mute. My first 1,000 hours, I had a mute friend group. Some of them still hang out and stop by like in Twitch sometimes, and I still hang out with them in VR chat. I still do what I used to do with them every once in a while, which was dance We were dancers. We were mute and we just danced in VR. I would do hours of dancing. It was so much fun. And we none of us learned like ASL or modified ASL in VR chat. We just kind of gestured and we developed a communication between us. It was so much fun. Some of the most wholesome, and then if there was any ideas that we couldn't convey with our made up gesture language, we would just go to a world with a pen, you know, and we would just write whatever we had to say. Oh. Then one day I just started talking and then I wouldn't shut up. So here we are. When the robots take over. Exactly. Green, I want them to look back and say, you know, that daspra guy always said please. Always. Let's see, Pat. Funny story. I was at this nerdy themed craft fair. Walk by this table, see this giant painting of Gordon Freeman. Started talking with the lady. Made it about Half-Life and I go, I can do a G-Man impression. She goes, really? I do it and she was pretty impressed. Ah, so you've... Pat, I know you've got some of the voice acting experience. It sounds like you've got quite the repertoire at your fingertips, ready to go. Live in a camper? Oh, that actually sounds so cool. B2s are built different. They are built different. Our partner asked why I kept a gun in the kitchen. This is going to be a good one, I imagine. Told them it was for the mechanical uprising. She laughed. I laughed. The toaster... Not the toaster laughed. Shot the toaster. How are you going to have toast, Green? How are you going to have toast? Prefer to just not talk in VR. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's what's so cool about VR in the VR chat community. Because there are subsets within it, right? There is not a prescribed way to play or to socialize or to experience what this platform has to offer. There are so many things that you can do. Some people never make a friend in VR chat. They use it as an exploration of virtual art. They go in solo and they just hop worlds and they look at cool avatars and they are there for the immersion and the experience, you know? And they don't talk with anyone. And some people like to listen and be on like the perimeter of a group and always be present and be a part of it, but not speak. And then some people type, some people soundboard. It's, yeah. You can always find the group that fits what you're looking for. Das is a yapper. It's true. You didn't talk for the first 2 months either? Haro, it's like a common thread. I wonder if it's a non-edgy thing. Very shy to talk to, but not sure how to do so to talk even for streams. I mean, it's just one of those, you know, talking is one of those things. I mean, I hate to say it, it's one of those things that just, it comes with practice and time. And as I've said, I'm a little older than probably the average age in the lobby. Not everyone, but, you know. But I've had a lot of practice talking. A lot of my jobs have involved communicating with people, and so I've had a lot of experience doing it. So, yeah. I wasn't always able to just run my mouth. I used to be very shy in school. I was a book kid. I still love a good book. Fast Fridays is we just play Need for Speed Heat and goof around. I've never played a Need for Speed game, Harrow. I don't know what it is. Camper's nice unless you like a shower you can move in. Counter space, outlets, cost of heating and cooling, not being able to I mean, you know, Harrow, who needs any of those things? That's fair. I think the thing that would get me would be the not being able to move in the shower. The other things, I think I could tolerate. But the shower, ooh. Very talkative? Are you, Radioactive, are you I know you said that you watch VR chat content. Do you play VR chat as well? Are you on the VR chat scene? Harold, I also have my first VR chat avatar. I don't use it much anymore, but I still have it just for memory's sake, you know? Green King. Oh my gosh. Man, that's a joke. Oh, I won't read it all out. Yeah, but you know, it made me chuckle. It must be a good game. If Lost gives it a thumbs up, it must be pretty good. I'm gonna buy it for me. Whoa, no, don't buy it for me. I appreciate the thought. You can say, you know what, I would buy this for you, and then that means just as much. That's very thoughtful. I'm like, oh, thank you. I feel bad when people buy me games because I am one of those slackers who never gets around to playing them. There are people in this chat who can attest to that. Only 25, been on VR chat for 2 to 3 years. So SD, you're a seasoned pro at it. Can't talk much. I got a cop behind me. Don't touch the phone. Put the phone down. Just drive. Just drive. Oh, because I'm so tiny. I'll just slip right into the shower, no problem. Maybe. Who knows? VRC for about 6 years. Yeah, Lost, I think you and I started around the same time. I mean, we didn't know each other back then, but... Somewhat quiet and shy when I was, when you met daspra and crew. Boy, has that changed. Yes, iconic. I have a bad way of making people... Not making. I don't want to say I make people talk, but it does seem that if people hang out a lot, like, you know, I used to be quiet till I hung out with you. Sorry. I'm just chatty. I don't know. I can't help it. A Liam Neeson? Wait, do you do like Qui-Gon Jinn Liam Neeson, or do you do like quickly there's no time Liam Neeson? Like what's your area of Liam Neeson? Get fuel at the pump. Oh, nice. Get some good fuel. You know what? Here's my card. Here, fill up on me. Look, Green. I don't need that. I don't need you sassing me like that, okay? Don't drag me, Green. It moved me. That game moved me, okay? It was your fault. Green, you took me to Quixote Valley night, and you were like, this is what VR could be. And I just sat there, and I was like, oh my God. You did this to me, Green. Cuddles? Nah. Everyone that's ever cuddled me has been like, you're a furnace and you kick. I move around, I elbow, punch, kick, and I burn. So I'm no good for that. The size of a Lego minifigure. What? We're really going after the size thing today, man. I mean, it's fine. I can take it. You know, I can take the hits. Aw, thank you, Iconic. That means a lot. I appreciate that. That's a very, very kind thing to say. Lived in a camper too tall for the shower. I'm just struggling to relate to any of these stories about being too tall, y'all. Like, I couldn't relate at all. It really is such a good map, Green. I love it. I want to break the silence of me not talking for VR chat and streams. Well, SD, it's definitely, it's one of those things where you should be the person who sets the pace and the timeline. Don't force yourself to do something that you're not comfortable doing, right? You, like you said, you have a couple of groups or a couple of friends who have heard your voice. Just start, you know, with that group. Talk to them a little more often, and then branch out. Maybe there's a friend they're close with that you haven't spoken to yet. Talk to them and let it grow organically. Don't force it, because then you could have a bad experience and shut down. So just let it happen naturally. It'll happen. It'll happen. Always shaking because of the wind. Oh yeah, I imagine if the camper gets caught in the breeze. Hold you down. It's Mushy. Hey, Mushy. I slept too late and now I'm here to lurk while I have remote not work. Sips tea. Well, enjoy remote not work. Thanks for stopping by. I have never been kicked out of a McDonald's play space for being too tall. No, not true. Also, Taro, hello. Taro, is that right? Taro? I hope I got your name right. Everyone in my family used to hold stuff I needed above my head and made fun of me. Wow. Now that is a height story that I can relate to. See, I get that. My brother is several inches taller than me now, and everyone's just like, oh, here you go, you know. I just look at them all serious like, so I make them uncomfortable. It was pretty funny though. Well, at least you have a good sense of humor about it. That's the main thing. Play VRC finally went over 1,000 hours last month. Oh, welcome to the 1K club. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, Mushy's here. Got an apartment now, so it's a little better. Good. Got that play space. Got a big shower. Make everything work out. Only see your friends on Fridays and Saturdays. Hey, that's okay. That's okay. It doesn't have to be all the time. Nothing about it has to be like constant or regular, you know? Also, Taro, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. I hope you're doing well, and, you know, thanks for stopping by. It's lovely to meet you. On that note, I'm headed to bed. Later, taters. Green, always wonderful to spend time with you. Thanks again for all the bits and stuff, and for the judgment, for the judgy goose. It's always appreciated. And for making me realize that my walkabout avatar is basically Colonel Sanders. I mean, that hit harder than you realize. But anyway. Have a good one, Green. Take care of yourself. Don't work too hard. Ari! Ari, you feeling better? Ari, are you feeling better? I hope you're feeling better. I was worried about you. Sharpen, only because you've been sick, but I'm going to do it off camera. Okay, I sharpened. Oh, the very particular set of skill speech. You use it to segue into that. I got you. Good choice. Good choice. Cute pajamas. I think they do. Harold, I think they do. I think someone's made like a onesie that fits some of the Nanachi bases. I'm not sure though. You might have to look it up. They know that you don't jump and hop. They just hold stuff over your head. Aren't you? You said you're like 5'6" though. You're basically a giant. Meatpacking plant. Ah, okay. So I was like in the general area. $3,196.7 hours. Racking them up, racking them up. Isn't it interesting how much time we can put into what is, in effect, a glorified chat room? Don't get me wrong. It's much more than that. I'm not belittling the VR chat experience. I'm a huge fan. I have been for a long time. But at the end of the day, it's a chat room. Like, its primary purpose is to come on to socialize. You can explore worlds, you can do avatars, you can play activities with your friends. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. But it is a glorified chat room. And we're all in here with like thousands of hours. Not all of it, not everyone, but a lot of folks end up with thousands of hours. It just speaks volumes to, I think, like the very real connections that you can make in it. 'Cause I don't think I would have kept coming back for just the worlds or just the avatars or, you know, just the games. I think it was the people, those like bonds. I don't know, at least for me. Let me not put words in anyone's mouth. Actually still really sick. Oh, off work for 4 days. I am so sorry, Ari. Is it like the flu or something? What is happening to you? Or did you just finally get too petty? The petty struck back. Boom, boom. You have one of the onesies? Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're cute. Birthday, randomly invited to someone's birthday when I was a kid. We were playing in the play area. Birthday boy got kicked out for being slightly too tall, but I got to stay for being just small enough. Wait, he hated you forever after that? Man, forget him. Getting grumpy because he's too tall to play in the play area. Get out. Everyone, yes, everyone is giant. Everyone is a giant. February 14th was your 3-year anniversary in VR chat. Happy anniversary. Yeah, Ari, that cold weather can get to you, especially if you're not prepped for it. You gotta dress warm. You need some hot liquids, a little hot tea, maybe a nice bowl of soup. You know, you gotta take care of yourself. This ain't Cali anymore. You never got motion sick. You are fortunate. Yeah, motion sickness is terrible. I dealt with it a long time before it was so bad I almost sold my VR headset. Talk about a different life that I could have had. I wonder where I'd be if I'd sold my VR headset when I was motion sick. There's still some things that'll get me, but at this point I'm largely over it. Having a carpet under my feet really helps me. Something with like a little bit of texture that I can ground myself with. Also used to being well hydrated, like with water, like actually being well hydrated, and having a fan in front of me that was blowing air at me. For whatever reason, those things really helped. So, but I'm glad you never had to deal with it. Your time is now infinite. Harrow, yeah, you're just completely sucked into the, I don't want to say the metaverse, the internet verse. I'm gonna use my own word for it. Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman. You got some good lines to get you into character. I have a friend with pretty bad schizophrenia, as in he sees a lot of people who aren't there. He found out that in VR chat they don't appear. Oh, so he goes into VR a lot to be alone and sleep. That's where he isn't bothered. And see, what a fascinating, almost therapeutic use for the space. That's really cool. And I mean, if it gives them peace of mind and quiet and an I'm happy for them. I'm glad that the space provides that. I know a lot of people sleep here, so mostly stay in private world. Don't really trust public anymore after something I've seen in one. Yeah, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of yeah. I always tell people, be cautious out there. But there's so many people online that it is just a matter of kind of sifting, you know? You join a lobby, maybe it isn't your speed. Just pop to the next one and keep trying until you find something that is your speed, or just stay with people that you know, That's also totally fine. I'm still kind of a big fan of public lobbies. Actually, I always tell people one of the easiest ways to run into me, if you ever see, because I usually have my activity showing on Discord, if you see that I'm on VR chat, if I'm on a public lobby, I am probably in a great pug. Odds are if I'm on VR chat, I'm either talking one-on-one with somebody and having like a heart-to-heart conversation, something like that, or I'm in a public pug. That's kind of like the two options. So it's really easy to find me, actually. So yeah, I love a good public lobby. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Amy's back. Amy, hello, welcome Raiders. How was stream? Was it VR chat again? Paul Lover, hello. Amy, thank you for the raid. Fruitgilla and Paul Lover, thanks for the follows. Welcome Raiders, come on in. We were actually just talking about public lobbies in VR chat, so, many of us can probably relate to that conversation, so. Used to sleep in VRC every night. Headset won't stay charged all night. Yeah. Their battery limitation is a thing there for sure if you're on standalone in any capacity, so. We back? Welcome back. How was stream? Heading out? No worries, Paul Lover. You take care. Get some good rest. Enjoy the rest of your day. Only you and one other person I have on my friends list that are ever on. Yeah, you know, it's one of those games where the population kind of ebbs and flows. So you might have a friend group that's really active for a while, and then they may kind of disappear for a bit. But that's okay, because you can always meet other friend groups or, you know, connect with other mutuals, and it's a revolving door. And then there's some anchors who stay for a long time, so. Thunder the Candid, hello. Oh, I like that. Oh my gosh. That, like, head bob, that's pretty good. And then, is that Freaky Feline? Hello to you as well, yeah. Pico 4, have you had good success with it? I haven't. See, that's one of the headsets that I have no experience with, to be honest. Super affordable, full body tracking solution, good value. Yeah. Nice stream. Good. Thank you again for the rate. You're a VR anchor. At this point, I think I might be too. It's no competition, but what's your, Amy, if you don't mind me asking, what's your, and Raiders, y'all chime in too on this one, because we were talking about this earlier. What are your VR chat hours looking like these days? How many hours do you have in the game? It's one of those questions that some people are really defensive about, but we mean it non-judgmentally. I'm happy to share. I'm about to cusp 5,000. 11,000. I am envious. I wish I could claim to be that much of an anchor. Also, Aura, hello, Aura636. Man, I'm just a baby. I thought I was an anchor. Oh, I gotta catch up. I got some work to do. Mostly on other platforms. Yeah, and I don't know if other people have experienced this. A lot of times, my VR chat friends will often end up connecting on Discord, and then the friend group kind of evolves and will branch out to doing movie nights and playing other games together. And whereas VR chat kind of starts as the hub, a lot of times that pivots. And so the group will revisit VR, but then it'll sort of do other things. But I think that's a sign that the friend group is growing and evolving, like, organically, right? I don't think that's a negative. I think that's a healthy way. So that if someone gets burnt out on VR chat, but everyone likes Helldivers, you just jump over to Helldivers. So, yeah. I'm envious of 11,000. Still only 3,000? Nearing 4,000? Amy called me cute. I assure you, it's entirely the avatar. The avatar is deceptively cute. I'm just a person who talks on the internet. But thank you for the compliment. It's very kind of you. See, now I'm gonna blush a little. It's fine. About 4,000 hours. Not bad. Yeah. I want a VR headset for PC VR, but nothing over 800. I mean, SD. Some people are like unsure about it, but there's a really active used market. A lot of people pick up VR and they'll do a few hours on it, find out they get that motion sickness, and they would just want to get rid of the headset, or maybe it was a gift for the holidays and they're like, this wasn't what I thought it was. So there's a lot of ways to pick up some used hardware if you're interested in that kind of thing. And you can always get a gasket replacement, which is the part that kind of rests on your face if you're worried about like sweat and things. So, Oh, that's a cute emote. I like your emotes, Amy. I can confirm daspra is a bit of a creature, having come face to face. I'm a creature. Man, that's a compliment, I think. Is that, by the way, to everyone, I'm terrible with names, so full apologies in advance. Is it Mono Marie? Mono Marie, did I get that right? Hello, how are you? Wow. It's good to see you. Welcome. No, you weren't allowed to buy that fish. 530. Oh yeah, so the Picos are pretty reasonably priced, actually. Always recommend used for trying out the game. I agree. Or even like having a friend who has VR, and just if you have a friend nearby and you're comfortable like sharing like your address or meeting somewhere or whatever, and just go on their account for a bit and go around and wave at people and get the experience. Because often, I don't know about Amy if you've ever tried that or not, and anyone else in chat, it's kind of nice because they can connect you with their friends, instead of having just that public lobby experience as your first experience, which can be great, and it can be scary. But sometimes they can connect you with, like, you know, some good mutuals, and you can have a really good experience. A friend that should be near 20,000. Whoa. I'm out. Have a good night/day, everyone. Fruit Killer, thank you so much for the follow again. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being part of the raid. And yeah, have a good one. Take care. Man, I feel Amy, I gotta stream earlier at some point so I can return the favor and raid in for you. I come on so late. I don't know if I'll be able to return that favor. I'll try. One day, I'll make it a goal. I'll stream early just so I can return the favor. All good? I'm glad. I was like, oh, I don't know how to return the favor. But yeah, it's really kind of you to do a twice, because it was last week as well. Yeah, it was last Tuesday talk, so that's really kind of you. I appreciate it. Phone's dying, moving to the PC? No worries. No worries. Yeah, like we were talking about earlier, the mobile app is always a little bit behind anyway. It's like a slight delay. I don't know why. You already have 2014? Airy. We gotta get you out of 14. Like, no judgment, but come on, come back to VR. Love the avatar, he's so cute. Thank you. I don't know how familiar you are with the VR like bases and things. I'm not an expert by any means, but the base is the 3.0 version of the Rantachi, which is kind of Rantis's take on the Nanachi, right? And then I forget which hair. It's like a nice ponytail thing, and I like ponytails. And then I don't know. I like blues and grays, so I've always used those as some of my colors. And then Vicky Beaver, who was in chat earlier, she did all the texture work for me. Amazing texture artist. She does brilliant work. And then Chill kind of did some of the Blender work for me. Mushy threw it all together. I did none of the work, so I have to give all the credit out. Highest on your friends list is 26,000 hours. That's impressive. That's really. Do they do a lot of sleeping in VR as well? Because sometimes I find that'll elevate people's numbers. Or do you think it's all like active playtime? You do sort of the same thing as me, so I figure it's a good fit. Well, I'm happy to be a welcoming place for the folks who are unwinding after your stream, and they're kind of, you know, let's bring that down. So yeah, happy to bring them in. Aries gone. 14 has you. As a plushie? I've never really thought of it as a plushie, but it could be. You're right. The difference between the Nanachis. Yeah, because there's so many bases. I always think of the Rantachi and the Zoichi. I know there's many others, but those are the kind of the two that I remember. I'm a little off I don't know all the models anymore. So they do sleep a lot. Yeah, sometimes that'll elevate numbers a bit, because I used to be a chronic VR sleeper. Played VR games a few times, but never VR chat. Which games have you tried? Out of curiosity. The tattoo on his arm is also a very real thing for immersion. True. Yeah, I have the armbands IRL. Like greens and blacks. Never really seen any avatars with them I like. There's Green King, there's something so special about finding an avatar that you kind of connect with. It really adds a layer of immersion to the game that I think is hard to come by any other way. And for folks who've done that, they know what I'm talking about. Like once you hit and connect with that avatar that really speaks to you and the energy you want to put out, it's just something special about it. I don't know. And sometimes you can just find one, like a public one out there, and then some people have things kit bashed, some people have entire customs built, all sorts of ways you can go. Yeah, it would probably be near impossible. You were a VR chat regular? I don't think I knew that, Victor. Yeah, Harrow. It's so okay. So, the people who've been here a while do know this. So I was debating getting the armbands IRL, and so I had Vicky, the person who does my texture work. I asked her to put them on my VR chat avatar, so I could like sit in Worlds and look at my arm. And I was like, do I want this? Do I like this? You know? And finally I was like, yeah, do it. And so having it here is what gave me the courage to get it IRL, which is really cool. So it's nice to connect it. Yeah, Green King, I had to, I move a lot. I built like a little pillow, like cuddly thing for my head so I could just lay there really still. Beat Saber and the Cookie Pirate, yeah, both great games. Beat Saber is so much fun. I look at the pros in that game and I'm just like, how in the world do they do it? But great starters. Great starter games. Oh, man, that particle was just right there. That was an aggressive particle. Yeah, something that fits your body dimensions really well also is nice. So that if you, what Aries is saying, like if you're not a regular, like in VR chat, if I take like my hand and put it to the bottom of my shoe, if my hand in VR stops on the bottom of my foot, that's a really nice feature too. That really adds to that immersion, you know, because not all avatars are proportioned the same, and so there's definitely some like seeking that you have to do there as well. First tattoo was at 15. Was it one of those cases where you were able to get it at 15, or did you do a little like, you know, yeah, I'm 18, wink, wink. 3 years VR chat on the daily. That's impressive. That's impressive. I was pretty much in it daily during the pandemic. Yeah, this game was my social life during the pandemic. I was fully locked down, like could not go out. Yeah, so I remember those days. Sometimes I miss that, like that joy, because we had a regular friend group that logged in every single night, and we would world hop and look at avatars and play silly games. It was so much fun. Special community. VR chat has a very special community. Yes, all right, exactly. You find that thing and it hits. It hits like a vibe that you're after, and then it's like, yep, this is it. And you may try variations of that avatar, like different textures, or you know, but you get loyal to something. It works for you. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, the particle, it was just it was full display. You were in top 500 globally on Beat Saber. What? Iconic, that's so impressive. Well done. I didn't know that. Iconic lore unlocked. Oops. Oh, did you do like the what do they call the like stick and poke or whatever? Like the at home. There's a name for it. It might be stick and poke. There's is it pick and poke? Yeah, something like that. Those are cool too though, because a friend has to do them. Also can be really cool. I've seen some amazing tattoos come out of that. Oh yeah, the avatar, like a T-Rex avatar. Retired from VR. Yeah, people come and go. You know, it just depends on the scene that you're after and your friend group and who you're connected with. So, also Swiss, how's it going? Boo! I'm sorry. One day the Channel Point redemptions may come back. I'm not sure yet. I'm reflecting. But it's good to see you, Swiss. I hope that you're doing well. Still need to sort it out. I do. I gotta figure out. I don't know. I I'm still figuring out like the direction, you know, of stream, what I'm after with it, that sort of thing. I don't know. I never know. I'm always on the fence. One of the first streamers that I ever watched, I really enjoyed the guy's content, and he was really good. He would stream like every single night, and he was just really entertaining. He did voice acting and a lot of like role play stuff, but he really had charisma, and it really shone through in everything that he did. He got super into graphic design and started really focusing on redesigning his stream elements. And like he wanted all custom transitions and emotes and alerts and sounds, and he got super into the design side. Nothing wrong with that at all. If that's what you enjoy, that's what you enjoy. But he started streaming less and less and less. And he would send messages in his Discord. He's like, okay, I'm going to take this month and redesign everything. I'll be back next month. And he would put it out, and then he'd stream for like a week. And he's like, well, I didn't really care for that, so I'm going to redesign it again, and I'll be back in a month. And I see a lot of myself and what he did, because I used to stream like regularly. And then I was like, I want to redesign, but I don't know what I want to do. And so now I just show up and talk. But it's fine. Looks like it's a pizza ordering. Ooh, Vicky, what kind of pizza are we getting? Vicky, I can pitch in. I got some cash. I can hand it your way. We can get something. What do you like? What are we getting? Wasted when he got it. Woke up with an arrow on your left shoulder. I mean, you have a good story out of it then, you know? Got a good story. That means just as much, so. 1 year, 10 months, almost 2 years. Arrow, almost 2 years. Can't go back? Still miss it sometimes? Yeah, it's... Like I said, it changes with time. I very fondly recall my first friend group. I know that those days will not happen again. Most of those people have sold their VR equipment. They have zero interest in VR, you know, and I moved to like a secondary group, and then there was some friction in that group, and it kind of just naturally collapsed with time. And then there was another group, and it, you know, so it's in many ways, it parallels life. I always tell people, especially when they're new to VR and they're kind of experiencing their first VR friend group collapse, which hopefully you never do. But I always tell folks, it isn't as terrible as it seems, because it parallels life. You know, we have our friends in school, and then often people move and go different directions, and they have families, and or they get really involved with work, and your social circles change with time. Same's true in VR. It's a direct parallel. Direct parallel. VR setup couldn't keep up. Couldn't afford a decent enough VR headset with good tracking. I heard that the original, like the DK2 Oculus, was still the best headset for the really competitive Beat Saber scene. I don't know if that's true, but that was always the rumor that I heard. From daspra to yaspra. Yeah, I know. Wait, I was one of the 4 streamers that got you into VR chat. Oh no. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm just kidding. I'm glad I was able to set some sort of a vibe that got you interested in it. And my shoulder fluff is driving your OCD insane. Okay, hold on. I'll fix it. Hold on. Stay right there. I'll fix it. Hold on. There you go. Now it's gonna poke out of, yeah, tank top time. Now it's not sticking through the shirt. Yeah. I mean, again, I want to reemphasize, SD, a lot of people have thoughts about Quest and Meta and all that. And you know, I'm not here to put value judgments on any of that. Just speaking from a hardware perspective, you really can't go wrong with like the 3S or the 3 or the, I mean, for the value to hardware ratio that you get from those, they're very good headsets. I mean, you can't go wrong with them. There's no such thing as a bad headset with those headsets. Also, Blitzo, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Hello, hello, hello. Thanks for stopping by. It's nice to meet you. But yeah, you can't go wrong with them. There's not really a premier headset anymore. There's just headsets do different things better than others, but each one kind of has its own area. Like some of them have really high resolution. Some of them have really great refresh rates. Some of them are really comfortable. You know, some of them have better audio and better mics. You have to balance your desires. Usual 3, pepperoni, mushroom, and then mushroom olive. Wait, then a taste of Italy. Mushroom, olive, pepperoni, anchovies, cheese, herbs and garlic flakes on a tomato base, and finally cheese, bacon, mushroom, and prawns. Ah, man. Vicky, that sounds so good. I'm hungry now. I'm hungry. I love a good pizza. Amy, Potato Foxy, and can't spell the other name. Oh wait, so Amy also got you into VR chat? That's kind of cool. One, personal reasons. Fair enough. May or may not have broken my VR headset while I was a little dog. I think a lot of us have a story, something like that. Yeah. Here, I'll pull the. I'll make sure you don't feel alone. So in my play space, I have a gracious amount of space here. I've set it up that way on purpose. So my furniture in this room kind of runs the perimeter of the room, and then the center is just carpeted. So it's a decent play space that I can kind of hop around, because I used to dance a lot, so I had a good play space here for that. But when I'm not being active on my feet, I like to I have a couch over there, kind of where you all are essentially. There's a couch, and I'll sit, and there's a little end table, and I'll put my drink there or whatever I'm having, and I'll sip, and well, directly under that end table is where I store all my VR equipment, because there's like a power plug there, and I charge stuff. So I'm wearing my Index, and I got my controllers on and stuff, and I hit my cup. I hear it hit the ground, and I lift my Index, and I look, and all that full cup of VR juice has fallen onto my Vive Pro. So yes, you're not the only one who's accidentally messed something up while under the influence. It's a sad story that we all have. Yep, it became a tasty Vive Pro. Domino's has a $10 unlimited topping speed. What? I got large with every meat on extra, and the total was $48 that you actually got for $10.86. Is that still happening, Lost? Why am I just hearing about this? Tried searching for the Pico 4, but got nothing. Iconic. What should SD be searching to find the Pico 4? Goes on until March? Oh my gosh, I'm getting pizza tomorrow. Yeah, so, I mean, like I said, everything's going to have something that isn't, no headset's perfect. But I think you can get the aftermarket straps for the 3S that address that problem. I think they have an aftermarket strap that really goes a long way to doing that. Shattered Quest 2 controllers? Hero, how did that happen? I'm curious about that. Was it like a Beat Saber accident? Tragic? Hero, I think they use slightly different hardware. I'm not sure. I'm not a hardware guy. I don't know a lot of the details, but I do think there's some minor differences. I'm at the point now, I've been on my index for a while, and I actually finally bought new index controllers. They are arriving sometime this week, so I'm pretty excited. Funny, because I just got it. You probably just heard the warning. Left battery low. I've been in VR for 2.5 hours, and my index controllers are about to die. They just don't hold a charge anymore. I have no complaints about them. They've been terrific. I've never had to RMA these controllers. They still work. Everything still works on them except the touch capacitor on the left joystick doesn't detect anymore. I can still click the joystick in, but it just doesn't detect when I'm touching the joystick. So other than that, they've been great. They just don't hold a charge. So I always keep a battery pack in my pocket, but I'm ready. I'm replacing them, so. True. So the conversation about hardware so far has existed in a vacuum where we've just talked about hardware. To Vicky's point, it's always important that you look at a company's like where they send their money, what their values are. Does it align with you? Are you comfortable putting your money towards any company? You know, and that's always a personal decision. I'm not here to guide anyone one way or the other on it because, I mean, that's between you and your values and all that. But yes, Vicky makes a good point that like it's important to also check that with companies. I've always been a little unsure about just like Facebook. I'm not a big Facebook guy, so I just and there's reasons for me personally that's true. So I've shied away from Meta for that reason. But hardware, talking about hardware in a vacuum, great headset. Nothing exists in a vacuum in our world though, so search for it on Amazon, AliExpress. Yep, that's what Vicky said too. Oh, not the Coke on the Xbox One during a COD match. Oh, it must have been did you win? Did you win at least? Yep. If you took all the time to rebuild them, smashed them because they weren't working, that's fair. That's an appropriate reaction, Harrow. Yeah, I was a little surprised. The batteries just like suddenly started losing charge. There wasn't really a lot of warning. It's been a rapid fall off, so I don't know, but it's fine. It is what it is. Any games y'all are waiting to come out? As mentioned earlier, waiting for VOD and the new Doom game. Waiting to come out. Am I waiting for anything these days? Civ 7 launched, which I was excited about. I'm still making my opinions. I haven't had a lot of time to put into it. I still want to play all the games I was waiting to launch have launched, and I just haven't had a chance to play them. So like Echoes of Wisdom, I want to play the new Zelda game. Haven't played it yet. There was one other game that I was hoping to play that launched that I bought and haven't played. I don't remember what it is now. But yeah, I can't think of anything on the horizon. I mean, I'm always waiting for the next Grand Theft Auto, but I don't think that has any early. We don't know anything about release date on that, so. Is that Bobo VR head strap? Bobo VR. I don't think I've heard of that company. What have I used for my aftermarket? I've used VR cover. I bought some VR cover gaskets for the index when I'm playing like sweaty games, because the one that comes with the index is all cloth and really comfy, but it gets really gross. So I bought like a fake leather one for sweaty games. Yeah. And then I've also used Trackstrap Plus, of course. The Xbox shut down. Tragic. I didn't know there was the Pico 4 Ultra. I didn't know that existed. Man, I'm out of the loop, y'all. Elden Ring, Stellar Blade. Oh yeah, Borderlands 4 is coming out soon. I'm still holding out hope for Borderlands. I know that 3's story was meh, but some of the gameplay mechanics were still fun. Even though the story was like meh, it was still a fun like pew, pew, pew. But yeah, I totally forgot about Borderlands. New Indiana Jones game. Is it like a single player kind of adventure roleplay kind of game? Never played Zelda or Final Fantasy. You know, Harrow, something that we have a bit in common. The only Final Fantasy games I've played are Crystal Chronicles and 14, which are nothing like the mainline Final Fantasy games. So, yeah, I got to work on Final Fantasy. Also, Freaky Feline, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Been lurking since the raid. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's I know we met earlier, but of course, nice to meet you. No worries, no worries. Lurkers are great. Very pro lurker. Especially at the hours that I stream, I have a lot of people who show up and listen and just fall asleep listening to me talk, which I take as a compliment. I mean, that works for me. Baldur's Gate 3 cross-platform update. Oh, wait, is that in the plan, Green King? Are they gonna do a cross-platform update for that game? We do have. It does seem like we have a lot in common, Arrow. I agree. It's kind of like the Apple Vision headset. Less eye-watering price. Good, because the Apple Vision. I was definitely one of those people where I was like, it might be cool to try an Apple Vision. Maybe I'll think about it. Saw the price tag. Nah. That door slammed so fast. I do not have the budget. No eye or face tracking. So what are the best options for eye and face tracking now? Is it some of the Quest headsets? Are they the best choices now? Because I know you can buy the third-party Tobii eye trackers and like the HTC face tracker. I know those are options, but just native to a headset. What's going to be your best? Pico 4 Pro is the best now, or cheapest eye and face built in? I'm on the fence about eye and face tracking, y'all. I don't always want people to know where I'm looking. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes my eyes be wandering. I don't need people to know where they're wandering. Hey, I like that it just kind of, loops and. I mean, I'm not like all the time, but sometimes like an avatar walks by and you're like, oh, I don't. But you kind of like keep looking for it, but you dart your eyes. Quest Pro is best option. Was it really discontinued? So you got to buy it used. Oh, sorry, I missed that, Victor. Indiana Jones game's already out on Xbox and PC, but it won't come to PS5 until spring. Got you. Game's made by the same people that made the Wolfenstein. Oh, it should be pretty good then. Supposed to be in the next update. Really? Green King for Baldur's Gate? I had no idea. That's exciting. There's some people that I'd like to play with that I haven't been able to for the same reason. Cool. I do. Yes, Harrow. I have what mousepad I use because I'm really proud of my Nomad Complex mousepad. It's nice. It's one of the really nice big ones, fancy, and it's Nomad Complex. Doing a little bit of just shouting out that company because Nomad Complex. No longer sold or supported. Really? The HTC face tracker? Huh. Yeah, I actually have the mouth tracker, not equipped. I didn't really like it. I don't know. I do weird stuff with my mouth, I guess. I don't know. I look weird all the time, so I took it back off. Yeah, I heard they're doing a lot of subclass updates. I'm excited for that. To be fair, I still need to beat Baldur's Gate 3. I have that problem that many of you can probably relate to. I have like 100 save files. None of them have finished the game. I get with a friend group and I'm like, oh, this will be great. We should play together. We'll meet every Friday, and then something happens. And so, one from Walmart. Hey, if it works, it works. I am not like I'm not a gear snob by any measure. If something works, it works. I like showing off the Nomad Complex one because it's furry. Shh, don't tell anyone. You play Baldur's Gate as well. Ah, we've got a lot of Baldur's Gate fans. All right, favorite classes. Everybody, what's your favorite class that you've played so far in Baldur's Gate? Well, let's see what people think. Because my favorite class in Baldur's Gate is not my favorite class in D&D, which is very interesting to me. I also like Warlock. So I am a diehard wizard main in D&D. I love wizard. I love wizard so much. Warlock is so good in Baldur's Gate. I'll see you next time. SD, thank you so much for stopping by. It's been a pleasure talking to you this evening, and you take care. We'll see you around. Goodbye, SD. Wizard in Baldur's Gate. Wizard's good. I really like Wizard. Wizard is really good for fighting because of the utility. Also, the ability to switch spells, not just on long rest, but at any point, as long as you're not in combat. That's incredible. That's incredible. Bard is nice for the charisma if you like to social your way through. And you have some nice support spells. I agree. We're naming like some, we're in my like top 3 classes. But yeah, the being able to get like the temporary hit points for killing things, repelling blasts, and knocking things off of ledges, and I don't know, Warlock is just interesting. Getting your spells back on short rests. Yeah. But I don't know if I'd play a Warlock out of like in an actual TTRPG setting. It's not as entertaining to me. Wizard, I love Wizard. The Pico trackers are insanely good value for how little they cost. I remember when the Pico 4 first came out. Buy them through AliExpress, and they announced the new current ones. I have not. I'm glad to hear that there's good tracking alternatives. I don't know a lot about the full body tracking scene. You know, I bought the original, well, not the original, I guess. I bought the 2.0 hockey pucks from HTC, right? And I used those for a long time. I actually just retired them about 2 months ago. The micro USB ports finally, no matter how much pressure you applied, they finally broke. I've had the same 2.0 hockey puck since 2018. I was really sad to let them go, but I couldn't charge them. So back when I was hard on the dancing scene, I bought full tracking. So I could do like elbows, knees, chest, hip, feet, all up, right? I had the full tracking points. So I just pulled some of the 3.0 trackers out of that full body rotation, and now I just use those for my regular full body. So I was fine there. And I don't dance like that anymore. Oh, my left hand's gone. That's embarrassing. Let me grab that battery pack I was bragging on earlier. Glad I got new controllers on the way. That's really sad. I'm just off camera. Don't worry. I can still see you. Let's see. Battery pack. And that's a good reminder. I need to recharge this battery pack as well. I'll do that after stream. This is another lo-fi song that I recognize now. Let's see. In a way, I've also played Cleric since I used my character in Shadowheart. Cleric can be a lot of fun. It depends on how you build your Cleric. But they can be a ton of fun. Beep. Oh. Oh, I know it's low. Don't worry. Just get me through a little bit more. You've worked hard for years. You can do one more night. You got this. I believe. Dark Alliance. But a dwarf fighter. Which one's Dark Alliance? I don't know. I don't know that one. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm gonna do my best. I apologize in advance if I get it wrong. Is it Shiryolan? Shiryolan? Did I get that right? I hope so. Thanks for the follow, though. I'm sorry if I messed your name up, but thank you for the follow. It's nice to meet you. I hope you're doing well. Boom. 80 pounds for full body tracking. That doesn't suck. Yeah, that is a great deal because that is less than one of the Vive trackers for the whole set. I mean, from a value perspective, you can't go wrong. Yeah, Karlak is a fun NPC to have in the party. Pretty good. Oh, I'm sorry that pretty good means I didn't really get it right, but you're being really kind. Thank you for being kind. If you won't just call me Shiro, okay, I'll do that. I'm sorry for messing your name up. But it's nice to meet you, Shiro. Hope you're doing well. Welcome. Fighter has a spell subclass now. Really? Which one? I don't think I knew that because I never look at Fighter. I never look at Fighter, to be honest, so. Dark Alliance is an old game from 2001. Oh, is it like one of the early Baldur's Gate series games? Also, is that... Okay, again, I apologize if I... Is it I'm Lum? I'm Lum? I hope I got your name right. Thanks for the follow as well. It's nice to meet you too. Welcome, welcome. I hope that you've had a wonderful day. Also, Lord Daz, how's it going? Good to see you again. 80 for full body tracking? What's up? Yeah, the full body tracking from Pico is much more affordable than like the HTC full body tracking options, so. Oh, they're infrared, but from the cameras? Or from infrared sensors on the headset? That's interesting. I'm still very loyal to Lighthouse tracking. It's all I've ever had. I've never tried Inside Out. So it's hard for me to get away from having base stations. I still have base stations set up. And they're not perfect. I get drift too, but I don't know. I like my base stations. Call me old-fashioned in the VR world. Same folks that made Fallout 2. Oh, probably a good game then. I heard TTRPG talk at to join. Yeah, Lord does. You know, we occasionally talk a little TTRPG. You know, it's a part of the stream experience once in a while. I kind of want to respec Lae'zel now because Lae'zel's part of my party. I just do a champion fighter build because I just, extra crits, and I know it's boring, but then I don't have to think really hard as her because I'm doing other stuff, and I normally kind of put her up front, so I'm just like, go get hit for me. Time to head out. Have a nice night. Green King, as always, it's a pleasure. I hope you have a wonderful night. Take care of yourself. We'll see you next time. Goodbye, Green King. They only work with Pico headsets. Ah, there it is, proprietary. And there's not like an interface that, like a third-party interface that anyone has developed that'll let you get around that? Because for a while, isn't that what the original... If you had a Quest originally, and you bought the HTC full-body trackers, I feel like you had to use some sort of a third-party application to make all that work together. I think. It's been a long time. I haven't thought about that in a while. I also remember, I don't know if anyone did this, I remember in the beginning, there was a lot of folks that tried the Kinect tracking. I don't know if anyone ever tried that or remember seeing someone doing it. they would set up like an Xbox Kinect, and they had to face forward the whole time, and they would calibrate, and then as soon as they like turned a bit, it would mess up the calibration, and they would just crumple. It was cool. It was a cheaper way to start full body, but it wasn't the most accurate. Classic RPG. Man, now I'm getting that urge to play some RPGs. We were supposed to have D&D this weekend, but we had to cancel it because somebody was a little sick, and you know, we don't want to play. We don't want to make a player go through D&D when they're sick, so it was best to cancel. But now I miss D&D. Plays out as a Fury Barb's pretty great. Tag team with Karlak. just picking off the enemies and just beating each other. I could see that. I've never thought about respecking her as a Barb. I should give that a run at some point. My typical party ends up being Lae'zel as a champion fighter. I'll run Astarion as a thief because I like the double bonus action, and then I'll run. I know this is not good. Everyone's gonna judge me harshly. I usually run Shadowheart as a life domain cleric. I know. And then I'm playing either wizard or warlock like 90% of the time. Life domain cleric's the one where people start going, ew. If you have 3 or 4 of them, somehow someone get them sync, maybe. Okay, Lord Des, you like Shadowheart Life. Okay, I was waiting. I was like, who's gonna drag me first? The extra healing is so good. It really is. The argument I always get, people say that you shouldn't be focused on healing, that you should blow up the enemies before you need to heal. I'm like, well, there is some merit to that, I guess, but I like having the insurance of the extra healing. And then you can get like Bless, Bane, all that stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of utility there, so yeah. Not turn-based like the other Baldur's games. Hack and slash. Interesting. Hack and slash Baldur's Gate. I'm struggling to imagine that. I have to look up some gameplay later. Boom. Wear 2, 1 on each ankle, and then the rest is full body estimation. Ah, I have heard of okay, you can use an extra one on your waist, but they haven't released a waist strap yet. So I guess it would be more like a waist clip or something, right? You would just clip it to your waist. Yeah, the full body estimations come a long way. And the programs that run that kind of do the estimating for you, they're constantly improving based on user data, I think. And they've really, yeah, they've come a long way. There's so much cool technology in the VR scene. It's almost hard to go wrong at this point. I mean, you can go wrong, but it's hard. It's much harder to go wrong now than it was. Definitely do your research though. Very important. And honor your budget, of course. You don't want to, break the bank for something. Well, I hate to say it. Y'all know it's about that time. I usually get about 3 hours in, and then I start getting a little hungry, and I start getting a little sleepy. I had work today. I have work tomorrow, and I think I may be getting close to calling it for the evening. Have to use their own calibration app. That's going to be the hardest part. That would be the hard part to get around, a calibration app. Not impossible, but that would be hard to get around. You killed Gale at the beginning? Oh. Yeah, that would be sad. I mean, it's the Dark Urge. You do what you got to do, but still, killing Gale. Oh, that hurts. That hurts me. I haven't done a Dark Urge yet. I want to, but I want to beat the game normally first. So I'm the furthest I've ever been. I have one playthrough that I've really committed to, and I've made some pretty good progress. I'm actually like in the middle of Act 2, so wow, go me. All my other save files are Act 1, so struggling at being evil. We just don't have it in us. We're just not the evil types. That's okay. It's okay. All right, everyone, thank you so much for being here. So to everyone from the raid, thank you for your kind energy. Thanks for all the follows tonight. It's much appreciated. Shout out Amy again for the second raid this week. Much appreciated. Yeah, it's been such a great night. And then to all the regulars, the folks who are returning, it has been wonderful having you here for the resubscriptions, the bits. But you all know, most of all, just your time. Your time means the world. Just stopping by, saying hi, shooting the breeze and chat with me for a bit. That makes it all worthwhile and fun. And so, if you had a good time, that makes me happy because I had a good time with you. Yeah. Oh, Harrow, thank you for the sub. Thank you, much appreciated. Goodbye forever. No, Mushy, it's not forever. There'll be another. Hope you get something good to eat for sure. Yes, we will definitely talk more TTRPG. Don't worry. Later, Dash. See you next time. Likewise, Victor. Also, Wojo, I haven't seen you in ages. Hello, it's good to see you. I'm sorry, I'm wrapping up stream, but it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Hi. Where'd the time go? I know it flies. All right, y'all. Be good. Y'all know what I always say. Be kind. Be safe. Take care. And of course, I will see you next time. Yeah? I was trying to be clever, but let's see if I can get this window to open. There we go. Yeah. See you next time. Absolutely. We'll see you all next time. Bye.